The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
I don't think you'll
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Virtuosos podcast. Last week I missed out. A lack of clips. I wasn't here. That's on me. Took my Roman Reigns vacation. Road to WrestleMania. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't be wasting my appearances and whatnot.
I told everybody you had a scooter accident.
On my Rangers. I spun it and it hit my ankle, so I was out for a little bit, but broke my shit in half. But the combine has come and went. One of the more, I guess, entertaining parts of the off season. We brought Skylar back. Skylar, a huge football fan. Worst dynasty player I ever met. Obviously, all our teams are in different spots. My team doesn't have first round pick. Mine, y'all in the top three. Damian, y'all what? 21st? Okay, 26.
I think 28, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around that range. So we're all in different positions, obviously, but so we're all looking for something different. I'll start off with you, Dame, because you mentioned a couple guys. I mean, you get pretty into it with the combine and stuff, so you could talk about a couple guys you like or disliked from what you've seen.
All right, man. First off, shout out Keaton Slovis. Somehow hit the roof of a dome on a deep ball.
Yo, that was so funny.
to solidify going undrafted, I mean, just do whatever you feel like.
Greatest combine performance just because you hit the dome of the stadium.
Was so funny.
Probably my favorite performance from the combine. My favorite wide receiver, Donnie Mitchell. He's probably going to be a second-round guy. He's going to end up with the Panthers, unfortunately.
Unfortunate as fuck.
Quickest 40 time for somebody of his size since DK Metcalf. He's like 6'3". I think he ran at like 212 and ran a 4.34. Was really excited to see that. He had a really good showing. Him and Xavier Worthy. Obviously, everybody's talking about the 4.21. I'm not huge on Worthy still. I still think he's, everybody talks about like slim wide receivers are making it in the league nowadays. He's still the smallest wide receiver of all the ones that are considered successful. Yeah. 5'11" and 165 is still a crazy size to play at. But he could still make plays. Brian Thomas probably was the most shocking to me.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't rise up at all.
I'll say, I thought for sure he was a first-round pick regardless, but, I mean, the way he showed at the combine, running a 4.34 once again at his size, thought he should have moved up to at least top 15 at that rate. They still got him going into the first round. So,
right to the Bills,
it's a wide receiver deep class, though, so I get it. Disliked. Brendan Rice disappointed me. I really, really wanted Brendan Rice to, like, rise up the draft after the combine. He's, like, one of my favorite wide receivers coming out again. Obviously, the son of Jerry Rice. Didn't love what I saw at the combine. He ran a 4.5. Didn't really show anything like spectacular. Nothing jumped off the page. Keon Coleman, kind of the same thing. Didn't look like the best athlete at the combine. And everybody's talking about the straight line speed and the 20 miles per hour on the gauntlets. Cool. Maybe it translates into game time, but a 4.64 for a wide receiver is pretty outrageous.
And that's about. And I see this thing you're saying like outliners and shit. Like there's not been many wide receivers that run like slower than like a 4.7. He was very close.
Well,
was like
4.64,
and unofficially it was 4.69. So everybody was really like, all right, he might be a bust if he goes in the first round. But like the only other outlier was Jarvis Landry.
Like, seriously, and he ran. Jarvis Landry had a horrible. He was a great Dolphin. He just had a horrible combine.
Yeah, had one. It still went like second round. So I mean, anything can happen if you go to the right situation, obviously. But except Brendan Rice, 4.5. A lot of people were really hyped to see him potentially rise up into like the top 10 because that like 7 through like 13 range is like it's so interchangeable.
Yeah.
So interchangeable for me.
I ended up really liking. I know me and you talked about it. Right? I really ended up liking Ricky Purcell. He ran a 4.41. I think that really helps boost his stock. He moved quick. Same thing with Ladd McConkey. I didn't think Ladd McConkey was that fast. He ran a 4.38.
Dude, it's crazy because nobody really moved up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys stayed the same. These combine guys, like I said, another funny moment. I know we talked about it. Spencer Rattler, man. Holy shit.
Yo, get off.
Yo,
relax.
If it was an underthrow,
cut the segment. Cut the segment. Like, you're not doing that.
I think probably my most disappointing moment was Braylon Allen is my favorite running back prospect in the draft. Right, he didn't run, or I don't think he did. I think he only did like 2 things. Yeah, like he didn't. But I want to see him run. The dude's like 20 years old when he gets drafted, and he played like 3 years at Wisconsin already, or 2 years. He's my favorite running back prospect. I think whoever gets him is going to get a really good running back going forward. But it was a good combine. It was fun. Spencer Rattler, figure it out, man.
But I was also thinking, like, if you don't participate in the combine, you should get the minimum. You should,
You
should only make $20 an hour.
Yeah, you should.
You should only make $20 an hour.
You should get
participate in the combine.
And you should. And if you don't participate in the combine, like, we need to humble you because your ego too big.
Yeah, we don't know how y'all play in game situations. That's what we were told.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we was told.
And then the Bears, they're mad because they didn't know Caleb wasn't going to perform until the day of.
Yeah, so
like,
they're about to pivot. They're about to pivot and take J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
But for you, Damon, your team's in the top 3 first time, whatever. I feel like
in
your lifetime at least.
I've been alive.
You know, for the quarterbacks, obviously we expect Caleb to go on a one-on-one. It's either out of Drake May or Jaden Daniels for you. Like, how you feel about that? They both didn't participate, so clearly they're not humble yet.
I mean,
so.
clearly, can't take either one. I didn't really. I mean, you got the combine answers.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you take out of it. They didn't participate. No new film. Nothing.
Yeah.
I know it's rumors that come out saying Jaden Daniels camp don't want to be here, or Jaden Daniels don't want to be here. I'm not believing that shit. Who the fuck if you don't want to be here or not? Like, you know what I mean?
Getting here.
Like, you're getting here, and so
I should take Bo next in the middle round, bro.
that's what I mean. Like, but yeah, I really ain't got no new intel or new like takes on the quarterbacks. I did watch Marvin Harrison Jr. highlights yesterday. It's like,
It's
Mac
hard
Jones,
to pass,
like
man.
Mac Jones, like come on.
I saw something that said that Mac Jones, like scouts liked what they saw from Mac Jones after the combine. Like they said that they were talking to him, they think that he could still be good.
Well,
I
the
think
way
in
I
the
look
right
at it,
system,
yeah,
he could
that's
be
what I'm about
alright.
to say. The way I look at it is, okay, let's say you're like a team. Let's just say a random team. Let's say the Vikings. All right, like Matt Jones succeeded in an offense where he had guys that could run over the middle and can stretch the field. Vikings have 2 of those guys.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're gonna go get Mac Jones, but they just gonna come from Kirk Cousins. I don't see them pivoting to like Justin Fields or nothing.
That's such a different play style.
Pivoting to like another pocket passer. I mean, I was saying like just Jefferson, Jordan Addison. You got T.J. Hawkinson. I mean,
I was just saying.
I think
I'm
he
just
can be
saying,
a-
like, that's a really good offense for him to go to.
I will
He can
say
be a
that
solid
I'm
game
more
manager.
comfortable with drafting a wide receiver in the 2nd, 3rd round. You know, Brian Thomas want to slide. I mean, it's that 2nd round pick right there.
I just feel like the Patriots have no. I feel like when you're a team like the Patriots, I don't even know if you like what bridge guy you could possibly bring in.
They
at
keep
this
bringing
point.
up Jacoby Brissett because he played for us.
Yeah,
we
it's
drafted
stupid.
him.
And that's
so
the
bring
that's the
Jacoby
thing. Like,
Brissett.
I thought we were done with that.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought we
what
were
I'm
done with the
saying,
pass.
I mean,
man.
I don't know if I want a full season of Joe Flacco. Like, I don't know if his body can take it.
I just feel like when you're like you're a team with a new coach. I mean, you guys don't technically have a GM, but you have like a guy that's like running it.
I don't.
Yeah, I feel like you have to go quarterback. I just feel like the Patriots have to go quarterback.
That's
You're
what
the
I mean. Like
quarterback,
we gotta go quarterback, but it's like, bro, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Cardinals. I'm already seeing it. They gonna compare him to Larry.
They're trading back,
Fitzgerald.
bro.
Like, I mean,
That's
trading
tough
back.
to pass on, man.
bro,
The more I think about it, it's really tough to pass
Like
on.
that's what I mean. Like, and even Judon said it because Judon talk his shit on the Patriots. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, either trade back or draft Harrison Jr. or Brock Bowers, and it's like a part of me agree with him because like our team, this free agency class, we need tackles. We need a quarterback.
And the tackle's leaving.
Yeah,
Trent Brown's
cornerback.
leaving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Onwenu.
Yeah, 'cause
If
you
he,
guys didn't tag him.
if he leave, I leave. But like that.
You're
We got
not
Duggar.
that
You
mad
know what I mean?
about
Fuck that. He leave, I leave because I'm tired of this shit.
You guys do have the most money in free agency.
We got
I
the
think you guys
most
are
money,
at
bro.
100
Justin Simmons just got cut. Like, I mean.
But they're paying
fuck-
Jaden Daniels $20 an hour. He didn't participate in the
I'm saying
combine.
that's
They have
mad cap space,
money.
bro. But yeah, I'm more comfortable with taking a wide receiver in the 2nd round. It's gonna be tough to pass up. It's gonna be we don't use Tyquan Thornton. He's tall and fast.
As I was saying, they already
I
got
mean,
that. Tyquan Thornton were like a 4.2.
yeah,
And he's way bigger than Worthy.
That's what I mean.
He's like
so
6'2".
Can't get open for shit, but it's cool though. You know, I'm more comfortable taking a wide
Not gonna
receiver
lie,
in the 2nd
trading
round.
back and taking Brock Bowers would be the funniest shit the Patriots ever did.
That would be so nasty.
But they would have to trade back like perfect in his range. Though.
No,
I
that's
don't
what
want
I'm
you
saying.
to reach for Brock Bowers.
Because I think the Chargers are gonna trade back and get him because
I think they're just gonna.
I think they're
him where
taking
they're at.
Joe Alt, bro.
I got them
I'm
taking
taking
Bauer
Joe
for
out,
it.
man.
I swear to
I gotta
God.
take Joe
I
out.
think
That's right.
Harbaugh
Joe
will
Alt,
take
Joe
him.
Alt performed great at the combine.
You want to know who was actually really bad in the combine? Well, I won't say really bad, but it hurt his stuff. Onwenu didn't look great in the combine. He hurt himself.
Yep.
Same thing with Marius Mims. Hurt himself. Hamstring injury.
Then that's what happens.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to participate?
And
Like
those
Joe
guys are
Alt didn't
two-
have
those
to
are-
participate. Still
And
be a
those
top,
guys are
top pick.
two top 3 tackles.
Yeah.
Mims is probably the 3rd, and some people's he's the first.
I think I had him 4.
Yeah.
I want
So
to say
it's
off the
like-
top of my head, I could be.
I think the 4 is like all Onwenu, Mims, and Latham.
Yes, out there.
And that's like shit. 2 of them getting hurt is crazy. But I know they said Onwenu wasn't that crazy. I didn't hear about Mims though.
That's. I mean, it's weird. You know, what I'm saying you're in the top 3 because you obviously know your team is like. Even if we draft a quarterback, we're probably
Yeah, it's
in the
gonna be
top
a year or
5
two
next year.
away.
So it's like, do you trade back, get more capital, but like, how good are we gonna really draft with this capital?
That's
like
really
that.
the
Like
scary
that's
part.
where you get to that territory. It's like, all right.
And you
I
guys
mean,
don't-
do we
I
just
mean-
take the quarterback that just won Heisman, had this crazy season? I mean, to go from Malik Neighbors to Brian Thomas Jr. to
Juju.
Pop
and
Warner.
Tyreek.
me to
Yeah.
me to us through 4. We're the receiving core for
That's what
the
I'm
Patriots.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's so tough for any quarterback to do.
No, for sure.
So I don't know. I look at like if you want to take quarterback, you better start. You better be talking to T. Higgins. You better talking to Michael
Calvin-
Pittman. You better talk to everybody that you can.
Calvin
Yeah,
Ridley,
so-
bring Calvin Johnson out of retirement, make him 25 years old. Son
Like,
gotta
whatever
get
you
Make
do.
him 25 years old.
Like, I don't know. Son
think
gotta
he still
get
run
bro.
routes, bro.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's like if we draft Marvin Harrison Jr., who the fuck gonna throw him the ball? Like, it's gonna be.
And
Marvin Harrison.
you could go from
Marvin
wide receiver to
Harrison,
quarterback.
he gonna do what Odell dad did. 10-minute montage, the motherfucker wide open every play.
Like, he had
Jacoby
47
Brissett
catches
don't-
rookie year and 34 of them was screens. But
Like,
Malik
show you-
Cunningham, bro.
but last but not least, we got the Bills. Crazy last couple of days for y'all. I mean, who didn't get cut?
I love it.
Who didn't get cut?
You
I
gotta-
love it too.
You gotta reset. You gotta clean house. You can't
Yeah.
keep running back the same thing and expecting to win. It's clearly not working. You gotta change it
Want
up.
to hear something funny?
Yeah, I love hearing funny stuff. Come on.
Did you know that all the people you got in the draft and Patrick Mahomes, when you guys traded back and all that,
Are they gone?
all those guys are gone?
I was say what Trey White, Edmonds.
Every single one you took in that draft is gone.
That's it's just that is crazy to think about. The only good the literally only good thing about that is that they have the second best quarterback in the league.
No, for sure.
That's literally the only they got really.
I was say that's
really,
why I'll
really
never
blessed with
like
that.
not feel like we don't have a chance. As long as you got that franchise QB, you got a chance. You got a window. I mean, you can't, like I said, you just can't keep running back the same thing when it's clearly not working.
Especially when everybody's getting old, anyways.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
It's not like
Like,
you cut anybody that's
We
like.
cut everybody that's super old, going injury prone. Like Mitch Morse out 3 games a year for concussions every time. He's
Tre'Davious
like
White has
33.
no lower body.
Trey White literally,
He
I
got-
hate it. I love the guy, but he cuts.
Everything
like,
below Tre'Davious White's femur is gone.
I'm about to say, it's terrible. The
That's
dude's
the last thing
career
you got
is
to hurt.
altered.
It's just, you got to break his whole leg off. And then,
Yeah.
all right, I'm done.
I hope he somehow goes somewhere and revives it, but he probably won't. Like he could.
Yeah.
Poyer, again, he could.
I think White could be good
Like-
still, but he's got to go somewhere where he's not like the guy.
I'm
Like,
about
you
to
got to
say,
go be like a
he-
sub in
Yeah,
guy.
come to the
Yeah.
Patriots, man.
But see,
Fuck
he
it.
got to be
You know what
like
I mean?
a cornerback 2, 3.
Bring Xavier Howard too. Fuck it. Bring all the AFC.
You can have him.
Bring all them.
Yo,
Bring all them.
You don't want Xavier
I
Howard.
mean,
You
two
can have
games.
him.
24,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Go on IR after you play the Dolphins and Bills.
Go get Jordan Poyer too. Why not?
Well, seriously.
Go get them all.
No,
Y'all losing Duggar anyway.
Who losing Duggar? They losing me then. I'm playing that shit, bro. Y'all got
Not
mad
about
money,
Duggar.
bro. Y'all got mad money.
Give
Not
me
giving up on
McKinney,
Duggar.
man.
Don't you got a Giovanni Tavai jersey?
Nah, seriously though. But you're in that range where obviously last year we had that run at wide receiver where it was JSN, Addison, Quentin Johnston, and Zay Flowers all went back to back to back to back. This is another situation where we could see that same thing. Do you see a situation where the Bills potentially trade up? Well,
Yeah,
it's
I hope
a
they
stacked
trade
wide
up.
receiver class. It's
Yeah.
like, do you wait or do you trade up?
I want to trade up so bad. I don't know how they can do it, but if they can somehow trade up, and it's tough because as much as I want one of the top 3 guys, it's like impossible. 'Cause I got Rome going like 11 or something. I would love to somehow get him.
Yeah.
They'd have to trade up, I think, too much. But I mean, if you can trade up and get like a Brian Thomas or somebody before they slide too far, I mean, right now I think my first mock I had like 7 receivers go round 1.
Brian
It
Thomas.
got crazy at the end.
Like I think like
At the end, it got
like,
crazy. I think I
I
had like 9.
well, I want to get like a top 5, so I think you got to trade up a little bit. If they don't get a receiver round 1, then I just don't know what they're doing.
I would be shocked if Brian Thomas made it past the Dolphins. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. I
That's
think
at pick 21.
I think so.
I
I
would love
was
to get
looking
him.
at
I think
that.
I think you got to trade up for him.
Yeah, like no lie. Like if Brian Thomas made it past 21, I'd be shocked. I'm not saying I want the Dolphins to take him, but I would be surprised if he made it past 21 at this point.
Yeah, I think my latest mock I had him going right around that range. So if you trade up and get him somehow, that'd be phenomenal. I mean, I love Ladd, but we don't need a slot. Boy,
Yeah.
I love to get Ladd McConkey too.
Yeah, you can get Troy Franklin.
Loud would be great for y'all.
I would love to get Ladd, man. I think he's the
really
guy that
good.
won big at the combine.
And
He
realistically-
showed out so well.
Yeah, and I hate to compare people, but like I could see him being a CD Lamb-esque kind of player where he can literally split up like 60-40, like slot 60%, outside 40%, and just kill both sides.
I feel like
You know what
nobody
I'm saying?
pays attention to that. That CD lines up primarily slot. Like he is not outside.
But he actually
can.
this was his best years for splitting. He had I think it was like 53% slot, 47% outside,
Seriously.
which is best year,
Yeah,
and now he's.
And it's hard for wide receivers to do that. Like it's not every wide receiver could do that. So if you could actually play it both ways, then it just helps you out.
Yeah, it's rare, but if you, like Ladd looks like a guy that could do it. I mean, he's big, he can catch. You know what I'm saying? He runs routes really good.
Devontae Parker can't do that.
It depends. It depends on Devontae Parker you talking about.
2024, crazy.
Before he came out or after? It depends.
You know about 2014?
That motherfucker separation stats. That shit was in the negatives. I'm like, how do you negatively get open?
I really did not believe it.
That was the Bills last year. Davis and
Negatively get open.
I said that shit the whole beginning of Tua's career, son, and they were like, nah, he's throwing a good wide receiver. It's like, bro, Devontae Parker averages -1 yard.
Bro, like, he'll do that one good season, man.
Yeah, that 1 year.
When we were tanking, and they were just throwing the ball up to him.
Yeah, that was fun.
We were down every game. Like, of course you're going to have good stats.
A wide receiver I wanted to talk about, realistically, because I feel like he, quote unquote, tested bad. And I mean, it's weird because look at the guys like ahead of him, because like they say that Troy Franklin tested bad, quote unquote, because he was a freak athlete, but like he ran a 4.41, like that's pretty good.
How big is he?
I think he's like 6'2". I could be wrong. I want to get the exact measurements because they're all updated, obviously. But I want to say he's you're such a good listener.
I was trying to pull up my combine.
He's 6'2". He came in at 176 at the combine, so I think that's more or less the thing that he came in at 176. He didn't test as bad. I mean, I think people would just expect him to like rise his stock kind of crazy. He has small-ish hands too, so I think that's really one of the things where you could kind of see him maybe falling even outside the first round, because wide receivers with smaller hands just like don't end up succeeding. Yeah. Like the smallest hands wide receivers I think that succeeded at a high level was T.Y. Hilton. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like the odds you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to be T.Y. Hilton in the first round? Probably not, obviously. But 6'2" came in at 176. I mean, to run a 4.41 at the probably
He's only
lightest.
176.
That's what he came in at the combine, I guess.
He's way lighter than I thought he was.
I think they say he plays heavier though.
Yeah, he plays heavier for sure. But like Roman Wilson ran faster than Ladd McConkey.
I expected Roman to run a little faster than he did.
I didn't expect Roman to run that fast.
I was thinking like,
what was his official?
I was about to say, I was thinking like low 4.3s. He was official with a 4.39. Yeah, but like on the field, like in film, he plays like really fast.
Well, that's why I said like the Keon Coleman thing, like for as bad as it was that he ran a 4.40 or a 4.64, like he looked quick in the gauntlet. Yeah, like, I'm sure the play speed would be there.
Yeah. I still have very much so faith in Keon.
That's what I'm saying. I just think everything else he does is so well. That it's like, you know, I'm not gonna let your 40 tank you down the draft. I'll put your ass to
even NFL people are saying they don't look at the 40s that much anymore.
It's no point. It's you got to look at the gauntlet and
stuff like that.
Even just like 10-yard splints, because you're never like realistically how many times you gonna have a chance to run 40. I mean, if you're worthy, you might have a chance. You're fast as shit. You might get a lot of screens. I'm saying to work the way in the offense, but like a guy like Keon Coleman, you're not running 40 yards in the world. Like you're gonna be running those 10-yard splits and whatnot. You know, his 10-yard split still wasn't good, but
still.
Look at Puka and Tanked out last year. Their 40 times were slow, but look at them in the NFL. Like their gauntlet speeds were good. Like their game speed good.
Nah, I mean, they was talking about
because they trust their hands so much, so that they just run freely. You know
Troy Franklin's gauntlet was crazy.
It was a bad.
The dude was showing it. He was comparing him and Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman ran like 20. I think he hit like 20.8 straight line. Dude, I tell you, Troy Franklin was like, whoop.
Weeded in and out.
He looked like a snake.
He just don't trust his hands enough.
Like, bro, what are you running? Like, why are you running towards the ball for in the gauntlet? Like, if you don't run down the line.
Yeah, that's what the whole point of gauntlet is, like to keep tight, to keep your concentration one way.
Yeah, like come on,
like to change direction.
Running at the ball. Come on.
Like he was doing too much, but like I said, like a lot of people were disappointed in his testing. I also think he goes first round because this is a class where a lot of people need wide receivers right now. So. I think this was one of the more interesting prospects, but I also think it's kind of crazy that Xavier Worthy was the only wide receiver in the 4.2s at all. Everybody else was in the 4.3s.
Was there anybody? Was there a corner there?
I think it was Nate Wiggins. I think
there was some.
He ran a 4.29. Yeah, you're right. We did talk about
that.
Yeah, I say, and he hurt himself.
Nate Wiggins hurt himself, but hey. That could be a good thing. You could have ended up in a situation where you're the cornerback one. Now you're in the probably situation.
Who's that guy underneath? Was that the running back underneath?
Yeah,
Isaac
Gorla or something like that.
Gorando.
Honestly, before the combine, I ain't never heard of him.
Never did. Yeah, I watched him run the 40 on the TV.
His athletic score, they said, was one of the best ever. Up there with
Louisville? I never even heard of him.
99.
99. Sheesh.
That's pretty ridiculous. Not
Future
gonna
Dolphin.
lie. I mean, he's gonna get drafted for sure. He's
Well, I
an
say,
athletic
just out the
freak.
combine, he'll probably go now in the mid to late rounds.
Literally athletic freak. But to move to the next segment, I mean, we got free agency coming up. I want to say it starts Tuesday?
Yeah, the 14th.
Yeah,
Or maybe
not
or
even.
maybe
No,
the
next
12th.
week. Next week. Well, I think that's like the period where
Yeah, like
you can
Today's the
agree to.
7th, so yeah.
Yeah.
And that officially starts on the 14th. But we got some free agency predictions. I mean, they got a lot of like projected contracts and whatnot. But for us, just want to ask you guys, a couple guys, obviously, guys maybe free agents, trade buzz, or a guy that that has been talked about for the most part. And I'll kick it off with, my comeback player of the year next year, Kirk Cousins. Only issue with Kirk Cousins, obviously, he's come off injury at 35. That's never good. But he has a better market than I expected. So I'll start off with you, Skyler. Where do you think Kirk Cousins is going?
I mean, I only got 2 teams for him, and that's either return to Minnesota or go to Atlanta. I think it would make a lot of sense for Atlanta because that's all they've been missing. Like last year, they had a QB. Their defense played really well. They got the offensive weapon. They built the O-line back up. They get a QB, I think they'll easily win the division and possibly make a little bit of noise in the NFC, depending if Kirk goes back to like how he was last year on pace, because he still plays very well, especially when he had his receivers and a tight end. Like we can finally see Kyle Pitts and Drake London breakouts. What I've been begging for years.
We've been waiting on that since they were like
So,
freshmen at
I've been waiting on those forever. So I think those are the only 2 teams realistically that I can see him going. I do think he ends up in Atlanta because I think instead of like they could draft a QB and hopefully have them develop fast and quickly. But I mean, you're gonna have to pay these other guys soon, and your defenses are getting older. Could you sign vets?
Yeah.
I think it'd be smarter just to sign Kirk, see if you can make a little bit of noise now, and maybe get a younger QB later on.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, like the Falcons are in a weird situation like that. I feel like they have to go veteran now.
Yes.
They have to go veteran and then possibly trade down the draft and maybe get extra pieces to use down the line, obviously. But for you, Damon, your team's lacking a quarterback. You think Kirk Cousins is a chance to go to the Patriots? 'Cause I did see some buzz, but it went away pretty quick. But any news on that?
Nah, I don't think we go get him.
Not looking at
I
Kirk.
don't think it would be smart.
I don't think it would be smart. Gerard Mayo's already an African American coach in New England, so he goes do that. You know what I mean? What the Nick? You know what I mean? Like I can't get him in no more. But I think Kirk Cousins. I agree with y'all though. Definitely, I could see the Falcons making a move for him. If he wants a low risk, high reward, he stays in Minnesota. I'm trying to think of a team that possibly. I mean, maybe the Raiders.
That's how I was thinking. Like, does the AFC team like really go and get him? Like,
I just think the AFC is so
I
tough.
just don't
Yeah,
think. I
that's
just
what
don't
I'm
think they
saying,
want to get a 35-year-old quarterback when
Yeah.
Mahomes just went back to back. You know what I'm saying? He still got Jackson. Let's see.
Like, unless you feel like that's really all you need.
I think he stays in NFC because like I don't think there's no AFC team right now. It's like okay, Kirk Cousins is gonna be the one that puts us over the edge.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe the Raiders do
The
it.
Browns probably looking at him like, shit. I mean,
I mean, on the Browns, he could make some noise for
yeah,
real.
Stefanski's his guy. I don't know. Stefanski loves Kirk Cousins, but I doubt.
Kyle Shanahan loved him too though. I mean, so fuck it. Brock Purdy like not gonna be on the Niners
If
next
he
year.
was on the Niners, that'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. For you, Damian,
No.
The Dolphins going for Kirk Cousins.
cut Tua.
I need some culture. I feel like I'm bored as
cut
fuck.
Tua because he's chubby.
Kirk O'Bang.
And then sign the guy to wear grills and chains.
He like,
He had a grill on the other day, nastiest thing I ever seen.
it look awkward. You know what I'm saying?
And it was like solid gold. It just didn't even look good. I'd probably say Atlanta. Atlanta's the only one that makes sense. I was gonna say Pittsburgh, but then you guys kind of made the argument that the AFC is kind of loaded as it
James
is.
Russ going to
so
Pittsburgh,
hard.
You
man.
know, like I think
Yeah.
I just feel like
That's
Pittsburgh
so
makes sense just because like they aren't a pass heavy team anyways.
They just
Like, you know what
met
I'm
with
saying?
Russell Wilson.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get Russ
Like, I mean,
because they wanted to rely on the running backs.
Arthur Smith, Russell Wilson, like that's
I think it
not
could
a
be
situation I thought that would ever happen for them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that like Arthur Smith is gonna like needs a certain type of quarterback. I didn't think that would be the quarterback that they bring in for him. I don't think you just be like, oh, we got to get somebody for Arthur Smith, but like you'll get somebody. I mean, I didn't think it would be Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I
but
love Russ. I think that's
I wouldn't go
what-
back to Minnesota personally if I was Kurt. I just feel like Minnesota's kind of made it known they don't want an older quarterback anymore.
Yeah, basically.
They've said it for years.
And
they
then
want to trade up
with
for a
Justin
young guy.
Jefferson's situation, it's
Yeah,
like
it's like,
he about to
and Justin
get
Jefferson already said he wants to
paid.
reset the market. This dude's going to be commanding $30+ million a year.
Oh,
He about to
easily.
get
Like,
paid.
and, like
He
it's
got
a
like
weird situation to
35.
be in. I don't know if
That's
I'd want to go back to
35 too.
Minnesota, even with, like I said, I know it's fun to play with Hawkinson and Addison and Jefferson go to Atlanta. Just go and I mean, you're in Atlanta. You have a chance, like you said, to compete for a division.
I'm about to say
Like, I don't see the Vikings with Kirk Cousins still going for the division.
they'll probably still finish second or third at best.
Yeah.
Like,
Kirk Cousins can set that
That's a tough
fucking
division.
set that city on fire, man. Really, realistically,
That's what I'm saying.
he brings the culture to a team. It's like it's hard to, like, if you bring in Justin Fields, it's like no offense, Justin Fields, but like
It's no aura.
he is kind of lacking, kind of like some personality or like some type of like difference in like all right, you good at running the football, obviously, but like can't like do we really see you as like the face of our franchise? Like realistically, that's how I look at a lot of things. Like you have to see 25-year quarterback who has a chance to get paid like right now as a face of your franchise. Like Kirk Cousins is just like a culture guy. Like we got to reset the culture. We got to do this. And by this point, by the time that his contract is in that third year, London have already broken out, got paid. Kyle Pitts has broken out, got paid. Bijan Robinson will probably going to get paid. So more in a situation where it's like, all right, we can be ready for that quarterback.
They're gonna
to come in.
recreate this picture right here. If Justin Fields go there, right here,
Yeah, but he gonna lose the Brian
You know what I
Dawkins.
mean?
Who
Like,
we gonna go against?
like-
It can't be Antoine Winfield. He leaving. They ain't got him in the NFC South. Go against J.C. Horn.
Cameron Jordan right here, 36 years old. Who's winning that?
Nobody's buying that.
Who's winning
Would
that?
not
man?
be on this set.
There's really not a crazy safety in the NFC.
Tyron, man.
Yeah, I
Southwood,
would see
man.
them do.
Now the
recreating
Antoine
that
Winfield's
for him.
man.
Next up, we got Patrick Queen, first ever All-Pro bid, looking like linebacker one. He's saying 24 years old. Start with you, Damian.
I mean,
How do you feel about Patrick Queen? I mean, he has a lot of buzz going on right now. Coming from the Ravens defense, I mean,
I don't love Patrick Queen. I do think he's a product of playing with Roquan Smith, but unfortunately, it does sound like a player the Dolphins would go after because we just got Anthony Weaver.
Just about to say that.
He's already DC now. We need linebacker. We just got Jerome Baker. We're making all this cap space. We're not going to get Christian Wilkins from the looks of it.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of money to throw around.
And Jerome Baker's going too.
Yeah, so we cut Jerome Baker. So it's like, if you want to put a lot of linebacker out there with David Long, it just kind of makes sense because he's coming off this All-Pro bid with this guy. But I still don't personally want to see it.
Yeah.
I still think you could go after somebody maybe a little cheaper and just do that. But, I mean, because I think Patrick Queen's going to get money. Like, he's going to get paid.
He's going to get paid.
Coming off an All-Pro bid like that and your best season of your career, you're only 25, 24.
Yeah. He'd be 25
come
by
on.
the time the season starts.
See, like,
Pretty
that's
sure.
insane.
Pretty dope. But before I go to you, Demont, you see that linebacker ran like a 4.3, like 8 or something like that.
No.
Like no. I think it was unofficially 4.3, but it ended up being 4.43.
Who was it?
Peyton Wilson.
Oh, from NC State?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I did
Fast
see
as
that,
shit.
yeah.
He looked fast
Dolphin.
as shit. So I mean, if y'all don't want to go get a linebacker, I mean, there is a chance.
I liked Peyton.
that.
I didn't know much about Peyton Wilson. I thought my favorite linebacker was probably Edgerrin Cooper from A&M.
Oh yeah. I mean,
He
I
only
don't
ran- I
love
think he
Peyton
ran
Wilson
like a
either. I think
4.48.
he's athletic freak though. So in the right system, he'll probably be great. But I don't.
And Nick Chubb went to NC State, so it's kind of like, or not Nick Chubb, Bradley Chubb.
Hard to say Nick Chubb. He good at NC State.
My fault.
Our fault. For you, Devon, a lot of buzz for the Patriots getting Patrick Queen. You feeling that or?
I ain't never heard that shit.
I've seen it a lot of places.
He's a solid player. I don't think we go get him.
I wouldn't go get him,
again,
obviously.
This might be my last week as a Patriots fan. If Kyle Duggar and Michael Wynn was not on the team, I'm not on the team.
You're not that
Literally,
passionate about
I'm leaving
that,
the team. Like,
They're gonna
stop
lose-
being
they gonna
fucking
lose-
cheap. You got mad money. Go get your niggas back. Let them go.
They're going to lose.
Bro, we haven't
Duggar,
re-signed a
Unwanted, and
motherfucker since
Equinemius.
James White 2018. I'm tired of this shit, man.
It's crazy. I'm telling you,
I
absolutely
try to
crazy.
look up teams with the most cap space. I mean, some team might go spend a little bag on them. I mean, Commanders. I mean, fuck it. Titans. You know what I mean, it's one of those bad. I feel like he's
Titans
not
would
gonna go
be
to them.
interesting. I'm not sure how badly they need a linebacker though. I mean, the Titans are like really like. Not also they don't need nobody. Like they need everything, but they don't need nothing at the same time. It's like
Yeah.
you have a heavy need for certain things, but like that's not like 3 positions, like tackle. Like I mean, maybe a quarterback eventually, but wide receiver is another one. But
Maybe the Eagles. The Eagles. It says the Eagles has $41 million in cap space.
they got to do a lot more to get Patrick Queen out of that. Because man, that secondary was so bad, dude. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I know James Bradbury is like getting to be cut or has been cut already, if not.
Darius Slade older.
This is
Darius Leonard cannot be yo.
still can't believe they thought that was good. Like they was like, oh, he's usually the Cowboys and the Eagles. Like, come on, dude. If whoever gets him is gonna be pissed off because he's not that player he was in like what 2020, 2019
Wait, who are
even.
we talking about?
Shaq
Darius
Leonard.
Shaq Leonard.
Not good anymore. So like that's what I say. Like if he can go to if Patrick Queen went to the Eagles, like
I forgot the Eagles even had him.
exactly.
I think they did.
I completely forgot about
Also,
that.
the Cowboys picked him up and they lost every game after that. So that's pretty interesting. Next, for you, Skyler, Patrick Queen.
Yeah. I don't really know what team exactly need a new linebacker, but I think the Packers might be a sleeper for him.
That could put them over the top.
I think
They
they could
already
use
had
a
two
little.
good linebackers.
I think Devondre getting old.
Devondre
and,
Campbell and
and
Quay Walker.
I'm not huge on
I
Quay
thought
Walker.
Quay was more of an outside though.
I don't know. I
thought
thought
he
they ran a
was
3-4,
at least.
so I didn't know if they
Personally,
were.
I don't know. I'm just not huge on Quay Walker. I just think he's still a little just hot-headed,
Hot-headed.
immature. Like,
That doesn't sound. All right, my fault. I'm not even gonna say it. Bro. You sound like one of them ones, bro.
He is a high Joe. He do be losing them games like single-handedly.
He
Like,
do. And then
he be losing
I
He
think
slammed his helmet against Lee when he was leaving.
I think Campbell can be a cap casualty too, and if play kind of declined a little bit. I think they could be a sleeper for him. And I mean, if they get him, I think that'd be a big boost to the defense.
No, I feel that for sure. I didn't think about them. That's definitely a team I think that could be put over the edge with like a guy like Patrick Queen, 24 years old. I mean, this team's all young guys. Anyways.
Yeah, that's like just edge of the youth
kind of
movement.
change the culture with just getting another young guy that actually comes in like 24 years old, 25 years old. It's pretty crazy. But last but not least for the I guess the free agent portion of it. Looking at big game Gabe Davis. Where we got Gabe Davis going?
Beefs.
I was on the Buccaneers wave until they re-signed Mike Evans, so things are going to be changing. We'll start off with you, Skyler, former Bill. We got Gabe Davis going.
I mean, he's a tough one. I'm interested to see what contract he gets. I mean, he honestly might be the best free agent receiver out there right now because Pittman got tagged, Evans resigned, Higgins got tagged, so he might be the best one out there right now.
Yeah.
I've been saying Chiefs, but I mean, if they fall in love with someone in the draft someone, do they? They probably don't even really
It seems
want
like they're
to
in
pay
love with
Gabe.
Xavier Worthy.
I was
That's
saying,
what it seems
like Gabe probably gonna command $10+ million a year, and like they probably don't even want to do that. They probably want to draft someone else and then use that money elsewhere.
If I win a fucking
But-
Super Bowl with Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, Rasheed Rice,
MVS.
MVS is
like-
my four receivers.
Rasheed Rice,
Bruh,
McCall
I
Hart,
am not
Xavier
paying
Worthy
no
is
wide
fired.
receiver no fucking money at
That's what
all.
I'm saying. So like, I just don't
I
see
wouldn't
them
even think
doing
about
it. So I really don't know where he could go. Cause he's
I don't know,
probably
his
gonna
Gabe
get
Davis is a weird
10+ million a year.
Jags.
I wouldn't mind him in Cleveland. Like I'll say that right now. I wouldn't mind him in Cleveland.
I was-
We need a field stretcher bad.
I seen a story saying it for Cleveland. That could be a possibility.
Yeah. But we need Ford to be better, and he hasn't been really good with the deep ball since he came in as a Brown.
I mean, I can see the Cardinals maybe getting him. Since they were gonna lose probably Marquise, Greg Dortch.
Yeah.
Completely retool it, draft
Rondell Moore, I think,
MHJ,
is
and then
probably
bring
on
in
his way out
Gabe.
too. So
I think Rondell has
Boost the
one last
receiving
year.
core up a little bit over there.
Michael Wilson's gonna be their wide receiver 1 until they get Marvin Harris.
like as of today,
what
and
I'm
then they
saying.
might
So
trade
they-
down too. So
That's what
as
I'm saying.
of
So
today,
maybe
Trade
they'll-
down to get Romo
maybe they'll pay
Dunze.
Gabe a little bit.
Dunze.
could really ruin their team. I feel like they trade down. That's stupid. I feel like you just gotta take Marvin.
You
Harris.
gotta take
Yeah,
the
you
first
got to
player
be
available at
MJ
that
there.
point.
If he
You
gets
still have
the key
another
right
first
there,
round pick. Like you could still make.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are y'all being weird? Why do you want to keep trading down every year?
Give Murray some weapons, man.
But for you, Demond, Gabe Davis, Patriot. I mean, like, I hate to keep putting everybody towards y'all, but like,
Y'all need everything.
Y'all got the
If
cap.
that nigga value his career, man, he not gonna come here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He want to have another 5-6 years in NFL. Do not come here.
I mean, he
man.
want to be a wide receiver.
I don't know the last good receiver. The last good receiver that had that panned out for us in free agency.
Brandon LaFell.
Goddamn. I mean, Bourne was decent for he got hurt. I don't know after Bourne, bro. I'm being honest. Juju, he's still stealing money from us. Parker's stealing money from us.
Parker's still
If Gabe Davis value his career, he won't come here, man.
he might not value
I
his career.
wouldn't mind him though. Like he's not a horrible player. I mean,
Yeah.
big game Davis. You know, we need a lot of big games. I guess. You know.
I just feel
But
like
if
We
he
don't
value
want
his
to play a
career,
Davis on our team, so like we have a need for a Davis on
That's
the
what I'm
team.
saying.
They
So,
got them.
like, I mean, I really don't know, man. I really don't know what team I'll go to.
Gabe Davis is
It's
a
a
weird
tough
one.
because I want Calvin Ridley, but like we might have to settle for a damn Gabe Davis. You know what I mean?
I just
And
think if you pay Gabe Davis wide receiver one money, you are messing up.
if we pay him, see, that's the problem. The contract, because this is
He
already
might be the
a
last wide receiver to sign because of that.
That's
In
what
a
I'm
stacked
saying.
wide receiver class, you need to be signing like first week of free agency.
Yeah, you gotta sign
That's what I'm
like
saying,
like right now. Like you gotta. I mean, you tamper, fuck around, tamper, bro. Like calling
Fuck around,
off
lose
like,
a pick for a team.
you know what I mean, lose a pick for Gabe Davis. You know what I mean? Like, but
I see a team lose a pick for less.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind him on the Patriots, but if he values his career, he won't come here.
For you, Damian, who you got? Gabe Davis going. You said the Chiefs. I mean.
Nah, I'm sticking with the Chiefs. You guys did make good points about it, but I don't like Gabe Davis anyways. So
I think he's a great number 3 big play guy. He's proven he can't handle a large target share. So if you're gonna pay him for that and try and give that to him, you're making a huge
last time I
mistake.
watched Gabe Davis on a football field, he got hurt running a route.
That's
So
what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
against the
But
Dolphins,
hey,
by the
and
way.
his farewell video, man, he posted all those stats, man. He's number 1 and everything.
Yeah, he produces in a certain type of game. Like, if let's say that Super Bowl, he's going against a pretty decent secondary. I wouldn't say the 49ers have a great secondary, but they want to put Jadarius Ward on him, he's out the game.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? He's out the game completely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's say the Lions, or let's even say the Dolphins go get L'Jarius Sneed, and they put him on Gabe Davis, he's out the game. He has to be.
He
has to be in a situation where he can go out and just catch maybe
Guard.
three or four passes and be guarded by
Third or fourth.
He's
third
just
or
really
fourth.
good at
Yeah, guarded by
finding
Jalen Watson.
broken coverages. He always
Yes.
that's where
He
big
doesn't
plays
stop
are.
running
It's
his
always
route. Yeah.
busted plays. Boom, he's open. He got it.
he never gonna stop running that route. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
Even if it's the wrong route,
I was
he
about
gonna
to
stop
say,
running.
I've
He
seen him
gonna
on the
keep
wrong
running
route
that
too many times too.
He just I don't know. He's a wild card, but I feel like he's worth at least 15 million a year. I would give him at least 15 million a year for 3 years. So at least you bring him in as a super young wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? That might be his last big contract. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the biggest he probably ever gets.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting any better, but
How
I
old
don't see
is
him
he
getting
right
any
now?
worse.
It's like 24.
I want to say he's 24.
Oh, he's young.
I don't think he
gets.
gets signed till after the draft though.
that's
I
gonna
think
hurt.
the team are gonna value him that much, and they're gonna want to see what they can get in the
If,
draft.
if this
and see how
free
those
agency
receivers
class
are.
of wide receivers was decent or good, he probably would sign around that time.
Yeah.
I don't think motherfuckers would be going to fiend to get him.
But
I still don't think
see it.
motherfuckers gonna go out their way to go get Gabe Davis. Here your offer. You can think about it. You know what I mean? Don't think about it too long.
Don't think about it too long because you're going to be cooked.
You're gonna be cooked, bro.
It's gonna be a Blake Snow.
We go get a Calvin Ridley. I mean, we're gonna call niggas about T Higgins, but we really don't need you. But
Yeah, so,
we'll
like,
take
you-
you.
We
Yeah.
talked to you to check out the boxes.
I mean, we don't want you on the Bills. You know what I mean, we don't need them big games out of the Bills no more. So.
Next up for a draft guy, we talked about him a little bit, Xavier Worthy. Now, a lot of people got him in different type of ranges. He didn't rise on my board at all. I don't think he rise on your board.
He actually, after we discussed it, I started actually going on YouTube, looking at more of his plays and stuff. He did rise up a little bit.
He rose up a little bit.
Yeah.
I always thought he was fast, so I was always like, all right,
Yeah,
he's
but
gonna
I
run
knew he was
fast.
fast.
But I wish I want to see. It's just it's the Tank Dell effect, really. That's all it is. It's like Tank Dell really paved this world for him. And we said it on the podcast, like October, November. I was like, Xavier Worthy's rising up because he's a super small receiver. No wide receiver really under 170 is good. Tank Davis came out 169, I think,
And he ran a lot slower.
And he ran slower, and he ended up being a really, really good receiver for C.J. Stroud, potentially even a wide receiver 1 candidate for offense, which is pretty crazy to think for a guy who's 170. So I'll start off with you, Dave. Xavier Worthy. Obviously, you guys don't need him. So where do you
Says who?
see?
Don't need him,
I
bro.
don't
Y'all
need
don't
him,
fucking
bro.
need him, bro.
I don't need
We're
I'm
a
not
track
doing
team
that
for
shit.
real.
Get
I'm
one
not-
Yo,
player. Get
I
one
mean,
player
not
that
doing
ran
that shit.
over a 4.4.
If it made sense for a team to get him, it'd be the Dolphins, bro. That's all they do.
No.
Get the
That's
fast
literally all we do is
guys.
get the fastest-
I don't
I don't know if
need
y'all
him.
saw who we were meeting with at tight end.
Like-
We really met with Jonnu Smith the other day, one of the fastest tight ends in the league.
I'm cool with that only because
It's
I
Jonnu
get
Smith.
it. Yeah, I say it's Jonnu Smith. I mean, he has untapped potential.
No,
Still.
they're gonna get Johnny Wilson, move him to tight end, and it's gonna boom.
Don't say that. I like Johnny Wilson.
Dude, I like him too a lot.
He's 6'7". He's big as hell. Xavier Worthy, I still have him in that Adonai Mitchell range. I could see the Panthers taking him very easily,
I can
top
see
of the
it too,
second.
yeah.
If they're really in love with that speed, I don't think that's what Bryce Young needs personally.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they want to get a guy that could make plays with the ball anywhere on the field, it makes sense.
Also,
I
I
mean,
feel like the Panthers are the slowest team in the league.
that's what I'm saying.
They have no
no
burst
speed.
nowhere.
No, there's
They're
Like
running
Chuba
the
Hubbard's your
stealing.
running back, so you don't have
Like-
much burst as is.
I mean, it makes sense for them, especially because they got a new head coach
Yeah.
and a new OC. If they want to try to do something different, and they need that kind of guy, then cool. Xavier Worthy makes sense. I don't have him in the first round. I'm just trying to think what other team really could use him. I mean, the Chiefs, like you guys said, I guess if they wanted to go that route,
Yeah.
I mean, they already have a bunch of small wide receivers that are.
I mean,
you got McCole Hardman.
The
Like,
Buds
that's
are
pretty-
growing though, looking like they really love him.
Yeah, that seemed like they said they could potentially even trade up for him realistically because they're in this position where they love speed. They need a guy that can stretch the field and that's young that doesn't cost $40 million over 3 years. Because
Right.
MVS is getting paid like a decent amount of money for
I can't believe they cut him, which
What?
is nice finally.
what kind of target share is he really getting? Like a 2% target share, like realistically, like he's going some games where he has like 3 catches, and then like a 4-week stretch where he's getting like 3 catches over 4 weeks. Like that's
Right.
pretty.
I'm
bad.
probably gonna stick with that. I think that the Panthers make the most sense for Xavier Worthy. I think if he makes it out of the first round,
Yeah.
I think the Panthers make the most sense for him just because that is a team that really just needs some type of electricity on its offense because they have nothing anywhere. Bryce Young needs
They
somebody.
need a QB too.
Yeah, they really do. They need a lot. They need a lot.
They should've traded- they
Panthers
should've
need some
traded-
burst, I'll tell you that much.
They should have traded Brian Burns when they had the chance, man. They would be in such a better spot right now.
They should do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. Panthers are one of the most like unfortunate teams ever.
They should tag and trade him.
It's that owner, man. Ever
Yeah.
since that owner took over, man, they've been.
That's why Demond go buy him some. We working on something. Me and Demond working on
I
a
got
partnership.
you, bro. That's why Luke Kuechly retired. Take
For you, Demond, where you got Xavier Worthy going? Fast player in the draft. I mean,
I mean, hey man,
what keep throwing people at the Patriots, but
I play
in that
Madden,
range.
bro. If I can get 97 speed Tyquan Thornton, 99 speed Worthy, I'm gonna be a Madden champ, bro. I'm gonna be a Madden champ. You know
you're
what
gonna blow about that.
I'm saying? I'm saying, bro. I'm throwing straight streaks. If he go to the Dolphins, though, I'm done watching football, bro. They about to run Hail Marys on 3rd and 3, send 3 niggas deep. All of them gonna be back there fighting for the ball together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Miles Bryant gonna be in the back. Like, can't keep up. Though.
Like, yo, who that skinny ass punter?
I mean, like, come on, like,
Gone.
I don't know, man. That second round pick, I mean, we don't even use Tyquan Thornton, like I said. Well, my fault. We try to use Tyquan Thornton. I'm just
wanna be
scared.
used.
I'm just scared. I'm just scared of the motherfuckers that's fast, bro. I'm scared of wide receivers in general, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We get to that point, we like, you know what I mean? Marvin Harrison Jr., he might be open, but don't be open. Like,
Yo,
I don't know, man. I'm scared of wide receivers. I wouldn't, like, be upset, highly upset if we got him second round. I think it's definitely better prospects. But a guy that runs 4.1 or 4.2, my fault, can't teach speed.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Motherfucker, fast motherfucker. He's gonna be a top 5, top 10 fast motherfucker. He's small as shit. You know, New England loves they small ass wide receivers.
I mean,
I wouldn't
I
mind
think
him.
the leads are shifting that way, kind of. Though.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like
don't really
Tank
have those
Dell
jump
really
ball
was like
receivers
the
anymore.
he was the you know what I'm saying the first guy to like really come in. As crazy as just last year, like being small and be able to run these deep routes and beating defenses, and it's like he doesn't got to get physical. Because you can't give physical wide receivers no more. You can't just beat him up at the line the whole game.
Sure
He made his presence felt in every game, I feel like. Tank Dell didn't have a game where I'm just like, damn, like, he got bullied around. Like, never it was a game like that. So I look at it, like, from Tank Dell point of view, like, I'm sure if teams had to do it all over again, he's a first-round pick. But I look at it, in Xavier Worthy's situation, he's faster. You know what I'm saying? He's probably in a situation where he could be he benefit a playoff team as much as Tank Dell benefited Texas, if not more, because of the fact that he won a game for the Longhorns. He won the biggest game of the year against Alabama. He literally won that game from him. His ball tracking is there. I don't think his hands are there like across the middle or nothing, but he can work on that. Those things you can work on.
And I don't think that's the thing you want to do anyways. You don't want to put your 165.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
putting.
in the middle of the
But
field,
we also
fucking
see the
it up.
Texans run Tank Dell up the middle.
They be diving on the goal line. Let's put Tank down there to block. You know,
Dude just in there like, why my leg
like why
above
am
the
I
first
here?
down marker? I'm 5 yards back.
Bro,
with my
they
head.
would
Like,
have.
where's your fullback?
Bro,
Where's your foot at, bro?
bro,
Like,
they
oh,
would have
it's
told me to
just
go out and
underneath-
block on that play. I would have been
underneath
like,
Larry Tunsil right now.
I would have refused to go out and block on that play. I'm like, why? Like, what am
another
I?
reason-
Who am I blocking?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Another reason why I don't want the Patriots to get him, because we already got Demario Douglas and Marcus Jones. Like, damn, we got 2 little ass niggas that's already
that's
fast.
true.
Like, what the fuck? Marcus
I don't-
Jones
I
was
don't
our
see
leading
that, but-
receiver, cornerback, safety, like when he was healthy. So
Yeah, I feel you.
That is crazy. The Texans did put him at fullback.
Bro,
to block.
that
You have Damian
made
Pierce.
No sense. You
Put
have
Damian Pierce at fullback.
you have
Yeah,
bigger
kick returner, bro.
receivers. You have bigger receivers too.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Like
I just don't even run that play. Realistically.
You're on the
Just
clock.
kick the field goal. When they're like that,
you also have like 3 tight ends. You should have just.
CeeDee Lamb just went.
CeeDee just went. Damn it. I think so who'd you mention? I thought you mentioned Xavier Worthy going where earlier?
I think it's the Chiefs. I really
Yeah,
do.
I'm with the Chiefs.
In my first mock, I didn't have him in the first round, but after seeing his 40 time and then actually looking more into like his film, going on YouTube, checking him out, he really does run a full route tree.
Hey, guys,
He's
guess
produced with a lot of targets. I think he might have the caliber, and I think teams are gonna love it. They're gonna think, all right, he had the speed, he had all this other stuff. Like if we can just teach him a few little extra things, I think he could actually be a big producer in the NFL. I think. I think at this point now, there's no way he doesn't go in the first round.
Yeah.
I think he almost.
I think he's
solidified
locked in the
that.
first round.
Yeah, I think he like. Really
Not for me
solidified
personally,
it.
but for out here.
Breaking news.
I think NFL has
What's the breaking news?
Dolphins signed Jonnu Smith.
Dolphins signed Jonnu Smith.
2 years, $10 million.
That's a good little
Yeah,
deal.
I like that.
That's a good little deal right
He
there.
got to be better than Durham Smith.
Way less
right?
money than we offered him, or we gave him. But
This dude,
a
no.
deal.
Yeah, one of the first NFL off seasons. Me and mom was friend. Dude wants to, I guess, rub it in my face that they signed Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. Like he was actually being weird.
One of them 2 tight end sets,
what's
man.
up, bro?
He actually was being weird.
So he not fast as fuck though. Like, come on.
He was gassing us so bad. He said, so we not going to the playoffs. I'm like, hell no. They not going to the playoffs. They ended up going to the playoffs though.
Man,
But
you-
Johnny Smith didn't do shit. And they was like, they wanted he was as a running back and shit. I'm like, running back. He was He's gassing them up.
I was. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, and then we was the number 1 seed. I thought I was
Yeah, at a certain point,
on like
y'all was
1-4.
playing
We're like 1-4
really,
at the end of
good.
the season.
Really, really good.
I don't
Damn,
know.
man. I'm lit.
I was like, that's a good little sign.
It's so much better. Like, I like Durham Smith. Don't get it twisted. But, like, he's such a better tight end. Like,
I should have
too.
brought Jaceki
Yeah.
back.
Johnny was good. Johnny's a good producer.
That's like, I thought
Johnny
last
Boy, like,
year,
really-
I think people didn't realize that Jonathan Smith just isn't bad. Like, it's not like Kyle Pitts is like head and shoulders above him. Like,
I
Jonathan
remember,
Smith
like,
was Kyle Pitts
I say,
before Kyle Pitts.
Jonathan
I mean, like, he
Smith
was
is a
that
good
athletic
NFL
freak.
player.
I like Jonnu Smith when he was on Tennessee.
Dude, he's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
NFL
yeah,
tight end.
What about New
Yeah.
England?
Didn't he have a 1K season, I think? Or if not, he didn't have a 1K season.
I think
but-
he had to have been like that
Dude,
last year in
I think
Tennessee.
that-
He had like
Shit to
10
the
touchdowns.
city.
Like,
Yeah, he went
was
crazy.
good.
That's why I thought he was gonna be that
Is-
nigga on my team. Like, I mean, that's what I'm scared, bro.
I was about to say, that
Pass
season-
catch-
that
if
season
you
got him
catch
paid.
footballs for a living, don't come to the Patriots.
That
You're gonna
season
be
got him
ass.
paid
He's
for
only
real.
28 too. So
Yeah, like, he's still
Yeah,
young.
no, that's good.
Still pretty young.
I mean, it's more than what we just paid Mr. Trubisky. But
I thought the
Yeah.
Dogs were gonna get Jaceki back. In my opinion. I thought they
No,
was Gesicki
like, why
back,
would we
bro.
do that?
I
You know,
mean,
you don't
I
want
think
that gritty?
that game last year. You they're part of the team. But last but not least, I felt all our teams want a good cornerback. You know what I'm saying? That cornerback one that just shuts people down. We obviously have one. That's a Ward. We're very fortunate to have one. But L'Jarius Sneed, one of the more talked about names in the offseason this year, obviously because the Chiefs said they just prioritized Chris Jones over him. They should. He's been there longer. He's done more to affect the game than L'Jarius Sneed because you don't see him stopping somebody for 50 plays out of 60. So for you, Skylar, L'Jarius Sneed leaving the Chiefs. I mean, like, who are we to tell them that
Love
they need
that.
to sign that? I mean, like, obviously
Love
we want
that.
that to happen, but where you see L'Jarius Sneed ending up?
I think 2 teams that should really put him at the top of their list and prioritize trying to get him should be the Lions and the Eagles.
Yep.
Lions, they tried to like sign some free agent corners last year, amp it up a little bit. It didn't work out.
They all were
But
horrible.
I was about to say,
They
like,
all were
L'Jarius
horrible.
Sneed have proven to be very good.
Yep.
I would go and jump on that, try and get him if you can. And then same thing with the Eagles. That secondary was terrible last year. And now they're cleaning house, getting rid of Bird, Maddox, then Bradbury. Like, I would try. They got cap space, just like the Lions. Go and jump on Sneed if you can. Sure, he gets a lot of like penalties, but he also shuts down every team wide receiver 1 consistently every game. I would take a 15-yard penalty once in a while if he's going to
Yep.
lock you up to 2 catches for 10 yards.
Yep.
That is completely fine by me.
Yeah, don't let him get no momentum kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
how I look at
sometimes the
Sneed.
penalties aren't
He's a
bad.
momentum
Like,
stopper
yeah,
for sure.
you're killing that team momentum, like you just said. Like a little penalties here and there. Sometimes they're not bad.
And they won't even call him sometimes. In the right situation, they ain't gonna call him.
Exactly.
You got to fill out for the refs, and they know that going into the game. Like, what refs call what. So if you're going against, let's say, the Dolphins, you got refs that call a lot of pass interferences. He'd probably be a little bit more lighter, obviously. But and in that wild card game, he was all over everybody.
He's physical.
He was
He is
all over.
physical,
I'm
bro.
talking. I'm like that most physical I've seen.
I've
Somebody
never
play
seen
quarterback
Tyreek Hill
all
get
year.
worked by somebody the way he did by L'Jarius Sneed in both games.
But
He
he
bullied him.
He led the league in
Bad.
pass interference
Yeah.
calls, but like I said, he
Like, that
shuts
is
you
insane.
down as
like,
well.
Like Tyreek Hill, I've never seen him get bumped off the line the way he was against them.
Dude, he literally put him like face in the
Yeah,
turf.
like literally, L'Jarius, he literally came off the line. L'Jarius Sneed pressed him, and Tyreek fell to his knees.
Yeah.
Like, that is insane.
He got that
I
grip.
never seen that. He like Kenneth Gainwell if he was good at football.
Yeah, he got that grip, man. You can't teach that.
That's something you can't teach.
For you, Damon, L'Jarius Sneed leaving the Chiefs, which is pretty likely at this point. Where you see him going?
I actually think he's gonna end up staying on the Chiefs.
That's
But
fair.
if they do trade him, again, New England, if you want to just sign me, you know what I mean, filling some of them holes, go get him. You know what I mean? But seriously though, I could see like the Cowboys trading for him, some shit like that. The Eagles again
If
is
the
a
Cowboys
good.
got L'Jarius Sneed, I would be so goddamn mad.
Dude,
Like,
Diggs, Bland, and Sneed would be the most insane, and they still have Gilmore.
Yeah.
Gilmore's
gone.
free agent.
Oh, is he free agent? Okay,
Gilmore's
never
free
mind.
agent. So
He only come back on a buff.
Yeah,
want that?
like I can see the Eagles or especially the Eagles and Cowboys bidding for him, throwing in some picks trying to get him. But I do think he likely stays on the Chiefs. I would love him on the Patriots. You know what I mean? Again, but
I can see him staying. I hope he doesn't, but I can see it.
I could see a situation where, all right, if you don't sign by this day, then he has a chance to go back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say is that I could see there being kind of like a time limit thing. I think the team that should get him the most is the Lions.
The Lions would benefit.
I think the
They need
Lions,
it.
they already shown they could draft good. You could deal with not having a draft pick. Like if it costs a second or a third to get L'Jarius Need, and you could still give him his $20 million contract when you have cap space, just do it.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying this because I'm a homer. The Dolphins have been known to trade picks for players.
here you go.
We've already said that they're interested.
Not
It's not like
again.
some like out of the
Y'all just
ballpark
got
thing.
Rams.
I don't think you're wrong. Only reason I say this though is because like Snead and Tyreek Hill are actually cool.
Yeah, it's something like
They're
it's not
actually
like some,
cool.
It's
Like,
not
they're
some out of the
they're
ballpark
not
thing.
against each
We've already had talks with the Chiefs before. We got Tyreek Hill from them. He's got connections to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have already said that they're not scared to trade picks. They don't
when you
care
bridge
about
that
that.
gap already with a player like as big as Tyreek, and the possibilities are endless.
I'll tell you this much: if he go to the AFC East, another motherfucker that caliber go there, and he's not on the Patriots, I'm done. Another reason
If
why
he
I'm
goes to
done,
the
bro.
Dolphins, I'm
Motherfuckers
pissed.
bring
Yeah, I'm
Diggs,
pissed.
Rodgers, Ramsey, all these motherfuckers to the AFC East. If they get Snead on the Dolphins, I'm done, bro. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Tua and Devontae Parker know each other. Take Devontae Parker. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
I don't think it's actually likely. Like I really highly doubt that we get him, but I'm just saying that it's not like out of the realm of possibility. Like there are teams that don't make sense, and the Dolphins, but they do make sense.
fuck.
Like there's too many connections there where I could easily see myself waking up and being like the Dolphins have traded a second round pick and something else for L'Jarius Need.
And that's
bro.
why I'm against the Lions getting him, because I don't think they're willing to trade a pick.
So what I'm hearing
Their
is
culture just seems like they have.
Yeah,
not
like Chris
the Bills got 11 draft picks. We just cut the whole secondary,
I
so
mean,
we're gonna get
like,
Snead.
we
That's what I'm saying,
Y'all- do y'all think the
this is
Chiefs-
a deep defensive back free agency class in general? Like
Yo, it's
Jalen Johnson,
insane.
if he goes back, even if you still got obviously we mentioned Snead, Gilmore, Kendall Fuller, Kenny Moore, like there's a lot of guys.
They said
And
there's been
even
like
the safeties are really good.
$200 million worth of contracts of just secondary players being released so far this offseason. Like
That's
it is a
outrageous.
deep market right
Yeah,
now.
it's like we don't. Why would I want random ass Jordan Poyer another season? Why I can go get
Justin
Kyle
Simmons.
Duggar, Cameron Curl, Xavier McKinney.
Oh,
All guys
McKinney
are
Cameron
out.
Curl, the
It-
free agent.
Yes, it's so deep.
But
If
he
I can
could
get
be
McKinney
tagged.
somehow in
He could be
Buffalo-
tagged. He could be tagged.
I see what y'all saying with the L'Jarius Snead thing, but they have to trade him to. I don't think he's gonna trade him to the Bills or Chiefs.
Oh, absolutely.
Or,
I
or,
thought
Definitely
he
not
was
the
free.
Bills.
I thought he was a free
Nah,
agent.
they
it's a
tagged
tender.
him.
They
It's
tagged
like a-
him.
it's like a
Tagged him.
trade.
So I don't think they're
It's a
gonna
tag
trade
and
him to
trade.
one of
But
the
like basically any
contending
team that
teams.
agrees
Oh.
to trade for him, like they said they got to give him a pick, and he's gonna want $20 million a year.
It's like a sign and trade they're trying to do sort of thing.
I'm not trading him to.
And they
to
put a
the,
second
I'm not trading him
round
no
tender or
AFC.
a first?
Nah, they're definitely not trading him to the Bills.
But
I don't think they said a first was their asking price. I think they said it would take like a second.
I think because like they can tag him this year, but they know next year they can't resign him. So like they want to like trying to trade him away, but they also will like keep him this year to try and win again.
Yeah, this is
obviously.
Chiefs. They're 1,000 steps ahead of everybody.
But I say, yeah.
They know that.
Did he do the combine? Because he could play for like $20 an hour.
Games
Games about 3 hours, so he making $60 a game. Like, let's talk
He
about
said
it.
make the minimum. They want to make minimum wage as an NFL player. Like, it's still insane. For whoever said that, I don't even remember your username. But you're actually unreal. But that's gonna wrap up the off-season predictions. Now I gotta get into the nitty-gritty. It's NFL draft season. We all ready to do a mock draft. I mean, we've been talking about it forever. I mean, doing a mock is hard. It's March 7th. I mean, the free agent ain't even happened
Nothing
yet.
yet, yeah.
Only players that signed are Mr. Trubisky and Jonnu Smith. You know what I'm
Marty
saying?
Mitch.
So what we'll do it is, I don't want to spend every time. So what we'll do it is, whoever gets first is gonna be first, fifth, ninth, so forth.
Okay.
Second, sixth.
And you just call out whoever's gonna be on the clock.
Makes
So
sense.
I'll keep a good track of it as best as I can. I'll spin it now. And we can figure out this order.
Who the
Don't
fuck
let me
is
get the
that?
first overall pick.
Bryler?
Yes, it was Bryler.
Oh,
Brian.
Let's
Yes,
go! First overall
Damien,
pick.
Damien at 101.
I'm trading
you
out.
better you better not take
Jay,
you better not take Caleb Williams because
Jay.
no.
Jay.
He is not humble. We don't know how you play in game situations.
JJ
And he
very
cried,
humble.
He cried when he lost to Utah. So, all right, first overall
JJ
pick.
only lost one game ever, and he humble.
Man, that's tough.
Unfortunately, we're not sponsored by PFF like Nico is, so we ain't doing that for you.
Yo, they really sued.
Unfortunately,
I got
you
on
can't-
there. It said subscribe to unlock. I'm like,
It's like subscribe
I'm
on
done.
everything, every single
I'm
thing.
done with
You
my
literally
drafts,
cannot
like-
do anything.
You don't want to pay $9.99 a
You can't
month.
even do 7 rounds. Like you gotta.
PFF, can you sponsor us?
Like PFF, you want to sponsor us, like, then go ahead. But Damian at 101 and then 105 and so forth. Next up, pick 2 is gonna be.
Hey! JJ right there, man.
Let's go. I'm at pick 2. Damian hold all the control of me. It's not okay, but
It's in the script for me to get this pick right here.
It's in the script for me to get this.
So you don't want me to get it.
It's in the script for me to get this.
He's a Bills fan. He gonna say draft JJ McCarthy 3rd. I'm about to walk away.
It was gonna be so him. It was gonna point to the name Bryler.
All right, y'all.
Skylar at 3. Demond at 4.
Yo, I'm looking at this. They had an Adam Vinatieri action figure. That's funny.
Pretty dope, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, that's funny. I ain't never seen a
I'm about
kicker
to buy
action
it.
figure.
All right, so we'll start this up. So I'm trying to keep track as best as I can, obviously. So it seems like we're going left side of the table, right side of the table, right side of the table. So I feel like it's boom, 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 boom. Kind of makes it like almost like a weird ass 8. So Damien, first is you. Obviously, there ain't no trades. Unfortunately, I don't know why this shit's on the right over here. I think I gotta go to big board. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yo, Chad, he's selling.
Yo, Chad, is this real?
Chad, he never used PFF.
Did you see
Chad
that?
never
Did you see
used
that
PFF.
TikTok I retweeted?
Yeah. You would know.
said me after she kicked me out because I said, Chad, is this real? She was going down on me.
All right, Damien, who you got at 1-on-1?
Jaden Daniels. No, I'm playing. Chill.
All right, no, you said it.
Unfortunately, this is like just like I got the lucky pick. Like it's easy.
The nail painter, the
crybaby,
the crybaby.
The too passionate. Didn't do it the combine.
Ridiculous.
Big ego. Should get paid minimum wage. Caleb Williams.
Gonna be getting paid server wages because he ain't for it in a combine.
Do get tips for throwing touchdowns.
Well, that's insane. But all right, Caleb Williams at 1-on-1. Here's where it get interesting. I know weirdo. I'm gonna say Drake May, but damn, don't the Commanders need so much fucking more than just Drake May, dude? They're gonna kill him behind that line.
I don't.
It sucks.
They're gonna take 2.0 RG3
If they
2.0.
prioritize the O line,
If they prioritize O line,
they
it could get interesting. But
Cliff.
since we're not doing any trades, I'll keep it from what the rumors are giving me. It seems like Drake May is going 2nd overall. Not sure if it's gonna be Washington or somebody else, but I'll go to Drake May. But he's going to die behind the offensive line. Next up is you, Skyler. You can change the whole draft, or the draft can start with Demond.
I know you're a Bills fan. Relax, bro.
No. JJ is my QB3, and I.
Fuck no.
No, I ain't made the pick yet. Damn, relax. I think JJ is the 3rd best QB in the class. He just wasn't asked to do it all, but watching the games, like he can make every play, make every throw. Like I think he'll really exceed.
Saving his career here, basically.
So I'm not gonna send him to New England. I think what they're going to do is take Jaden Daniels, and that's who I will have them draft here.
Scroll down for this because
Because I think he'll also be very good. I think Daniels would be better in New England than JJ because Daniels can be more off script and make plays when I break down more. So I think you would be a better fit for him to be over there. But
we'll see how. I mean, we'll definitely see. I mean, I say it depends on free agency. I mean, they can.
A lot can change.
How they build their team is how I'll react to that pick a little bit more. Same thing with the Washington Commanders. Like they go for like off the line. Maybe I'll see.
But in order to see Jaden to see, they definitely got to get a wide receiver there as well for him.
Yeah.
So you Demond, you start the draft off here basically. I mean, not even really, because I mean.
See, that's the problem. Now he go Jaden Daniels, and then I gotta watch Marvin Harrison go 4th, man.
And watch him have a Hall of Fame career.
You know what I mean? Like, damn.
That
like,
was Kyler Murray.
Now with K1, Kyle McCord going.
I wish I had picked 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. They're gonna go Marvin Harrison, right? Don't be dumb.
Don't be
So
dumb.
they got
I told Nikyla today. I send 8 first-round picks, my cousin, and my grandparents for the 4th pick. Fuck it, get 3rd and 3 and 4. Fuck it. Come on.
feel you
Shit, I
on
mean, we
that.
watched the Houston do it.
Houston,
Yeah.
I will throw the
Houston
bag
got,
out
what
there.
did
to
they have
get them
last year?
2.
2nd and 3rd?
Yeah,
I will
second
throw the
and
bag to get them 2.
And we're to the playoffs with that. So, Damien, the real draft starts now. That's where it gets interesting. You determine everybody else's pick from here on, basically.
Oh, I want to ruin Justin Herbert's career so bad.
So if you want them to go out there,
Hater.
That's
take
not a
JJ
crazy
McCarthy,
sentence.
so he can reunite with Harbaugh, then hey.
I just think people think that they're going to go wide receiver so bad because, like, that's what they need. But I don't think they realize that, like, Harbaugh is such a trenches guy. It's all
Is this
O-line
real
and
chat?
D-line.
Is he making me cheese?
Brock
Like,
Bowers.
like that's such an obvious thing. Like they're gonna go Joe Alt. Like
I
they're
think
like,
I'm so
like
on
Slater.
Joe.
Slater is good, and he should probably stay left tackle unless they want to move him. But you go get Joe Alt, now you have 2 All-Pro left.
Really
You have
good
2 All-Pro
tackles.
tackles.
Really good tackles.
And you already have your franchise quarterback, so you have to go tackle there. Bowers is cool. Neighbors is awesome.
I think
You
it's
don't
Bowers.
prioritize them right now. You have to go line.
It's tough to
I
like,
don't
cause they
know.
already got 3 wide receivers under contract. It's tough to like move.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you really gonna cut Mike Williams? Like, coming
I
off
don't
an
think
injury?
I think they would trade back.
I think it would have happened by now.
Yeah,
the
that's
way
what I'm
looking at
saying.
it.
Yeah, I think they would trade back, but that's still a good.
And you're not giving up on Quentin Johnson on a first round contract either. That early.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell people too. I was like, all right, he's good in a wide receiver 3 setting. I mean, like he's lacking targets, obviously. But he also didn't work to get those targets either. We didn't see nothing on film where it's like, oh my god, he needs to get more targets. Like it was more or less like, damn.
Although I do think he's gonna have to pick up the slack this year because Mike Williams is coming off that ACL.
Yeah.
But they still have Palmer too.
I can't
And you
wait for them to
still
draft
have 4
Blake
wide
Corum
receivers
round
that
2.
are in this thing. But yeah, Harbaugh's
He's gonna get one of his guys.
He gonna get
He's
Blake
gonna get
Corum.
one.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
Roman
he'll
Wilson,
definitely
he can
draft
go
a
Roman
Michigan
Wilson too. You know what I'm saying? Like if he
Yeah.
don't want to go Neighbors or Bowers, he can go with.
I think he definitely gets.
He's gonna
Corum
get
2 or
he's
3.
gonna get a playmaker for sure eventually. This is where it really gets interesting.
Oh
I'll
god.
be honest.
And you
You
get
know-
I feel bad 'cause
the
I
pick here.
don't
You get to pick
want to
the
score
Skyler,
down
bro.
on that.
Yeah, you know the pick here.
We gotta
Wow.
be
You
this
think they going?
personally for
I
me.
hate it for him.
Personally for me, I hate this for Daniel Jones. He does not deserve to get replaced this quick with a situation where they could either trade down to get more pieces or get a guy that could benefit him, like a Malik Neighbors. And it sucks because I think Malik Neighbors ends up in a horrible situation because of this. J.J. McCarthy's rising the boards way too much, though. I mean, the buzz around J.J. McCarthy is
They're
crazy
saying
right
the
now.
Giants about to trade him
It's
for
so
him.
it's so much. I said so much that he's gonna go number 4. He's gonna get traded.
Yeah,
And the Giants could get taken over by a Raiders or a Vikings team.
so he's gonna be 4
So
straight
that's
QBs.
not going to be good for them. I do think he ends up in New York no matter what. But we'll see how that goes. For you, Skyler,
I hope he don't end up in New York, but
this
I think he does.
sucks.
I know, like right here, like
This sucks so bad.
I'm sorry, neighbors. This is going to be you. Like you're fighting Marvin, honestly, for wide receiver 1 in the class. Like, dude's an electric player. They need it, but they need a lot more too. So like, we gonna send him here.
Unfortunately,
so bad
oh
for
my
him
God.
for
I hate
it,
When I was doing my draft,
But
I was looking, I'm like, damn, Neighbor's not going lower than 7, right?
he can't. He just can't. He is
If he
so
goes to, if he
good.
goes to the Falcons, it's over.
He is so good,
So
I'd be so mad if Malik Neighbors somehow found his way to Atlanta. And then
dude.
they
That
got
would
Kirk
be
Cousins.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I could see it just because like Tennessee's weird.
But
let's say
I can see it- I can see them trading down.
let's say a situation where like somebody moves up to 4, like to get J.J. McCarthy, and I'll say now you got a situation where Marvin Harrison maybe ends up in L.A.
Oh, LA.
and then New York.
Yeah, all right, yeah,
I
no,
said,
no, no,
like,
you
in
could
New
kill-
York,
you
you
could kill
you swap with New York, and then like I guess
Marvin to LA would be.
That's what I'm saying. Like
nuts.
everybody
Stop
goes
that
down
shit right
one.
now.
Malik
Stop that
Neighbors
shit
would
right
by default either go down to the Falcons or the Bears, depending on what you want to do.
I had Tennessee in one of my mocks taking a tackle just because once again,
I
if
mean, they need
if
it.
Levis is your guy, you want to keep building that O line around him.
It
You don't
just
have
sucks 'cause
tackles.
It's like
You got to build your
Hopkins,
line
though,
around him,
like,
but you
oh
all.
my
I was
God,
say, but
Hopkins
you
and
also
Treylon
got
Burks.
you also got to give him weapons. Yeah, like, you
Yeah.
also got to give him weapons.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel,
like-
I feel like that's the best player in the draft at this point.
Oh, by far, I think.
So I would-
I
I
think
feel like Callahan too, just because he's so. I mean, every wide receiver he's had in his career, he's always had like a dominant wide receiver.
So you didn't like that J.J. McCarthy pick?
I don't think they're gonna go JJ.
You don't think they go?
I
I'll
think
see
they're
a lot
gonna go
of.
vet. I think they're gonna bring in a vet.
Hell no.
I would
What
just
vet,
stick with Daniel
though?
Jones.
Yeah, I
on
think
it.
gonna
who
bring
you
in
gonna
a
pay to
vet.
go with Daniel Jones?
You already have vets. They
I'm
already
about
have
to say,
Tyrod Taylor's. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They already
Because
brought
they wide receivers is fucking awful.
They-
Like,
I agree.
In that
They've been
division,
average.
in that
Odell left.
division,
I
they
don't
have no
think-
playmakers.
I don't
Like,
think
and
Wanda-
they're gonna
I
lose Saquon. Oh my goodness, the offense is gonna be
I
ass.
don't
I'm
think
telling you,
Wandale or
this is a
Hyder,
New York
to be
pick
honest.
as
Yeah,
it
but
gets
I
off
see
I
what
don't
you're
think
saying,
they're
I see what you're saying.
bad.
I mean,
I
they're
just
the
don't
same team that
think-
took Daniel Jones.
I mean, they're
Daniel
not
Jones at
elite
6.
neighbors or
They
nothing,
don't have a
but-
number 1.
Yeah.
Like
I
Wandale
like
Hyde are
Wandale and I like
cool,
Jalen
Yeah.
Hyatt.
but
Maybe one of them just breaks out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe one just slowly breaks out because of better quarterback play, and then let's say like losing Saquon, I feel like it's not the end of the world. Like I don't think the offense gets any worse because of losing Saquon, but it's something that'll get better. Obviously, you know, you
Right.
can't lose Saquon to get better. You know what I'm saying? So like they can obviously try to replace Saquon. That's not going to work. But it's not like all right, damn, they lost Saquon. They're horrible. They were already horrible before that. So it really doesn't really matter. That's how I look at it. Like I mean,
So
it's
who's
the
pick-
offense
who's
is
pick?
Oh, it's my
worse, but
pick?
it is Damon's pick.
So this team took a tight end 4th, a running back 8th, Drake London whenever
7th.
they
I
had.
think Jake Leonard was 7.
Seven.
Right. So they're I ain't gonna say they weird because you know we haven't seen if it's gonna pan out or not. So they'd be really weird. They took Brock Bowers here.
Keep him in Atlanta. Keep him in Georgia.
Yo,
I'm
another
gonna
skill
go
player.
2 titles.
Rome.
I mean, I can
go-
show you a little bit more if you want.
I'm gonna go. After the combine he had, I think they're gonna take Dallas Turner. Hey,
Dallas Turner. That's what's crazy.
I think
If
they
Dallas
take him.
Turner doesn't go top 10, whoever takes him anywhere at the top 10 is getting a steal. He performed so
Um,
well at the
I'm gonna
combine,
go Dallas-
and he did not move up because nobody really needs him besides the Falcons. So
I
the
didn't have
Falcons
them
don't
take. I had them taking a pass rusher, just not Dallas Turner.
Who'd you have him taking?
Verse.
Verse. I liked Verse too.
Yeah.
Verse performed very well too. Now it's up to you, Damien.
I already know who I'm
Do
going.
you love Caleb Williams enough to go get him one
Yes.
of these
Oh,
targets?
so you have to.
I sure do. Give me Rome Odunze. Yeah, absolutely. My wide receiver 1.
It's like that's
Yeah,
kind of
no.
weird. but
Caleb
yeah,
with Rome and
but-
DJ Moore and Komet, like that's.
I say because I like Cole
Intriguing
Kmet. Cole
offense.
Kmet's not bad, and
Who pick is it?
I
Might be
just
mine.
went. It was mine.
Yo, chill out. Don't do it.
I'm not. I mean, hey, this personally,
Niggas
this is
not
how I'm looking
doing
at it.
that. No.
The Jets are the weirdest team in this draft. They're in a position where they're not going to get any of the top wide receivers, most likely. And the best tackle is off the board already. It's going to be tough. I mean, like, do you really want to go down and take one of these tackles? Do you want to trade back? I do see him as a trade back candidate. Obviously, you're not doing no trades. So we're in a weird situation where you probably take just the best player available.
No, we're not, man.
I don't want to be
do it,
weird,
bro.
but
Drop Bauer to the
I gotta go
Jets.
against Brees.
if they
Brees
really
Hall,
want
Garrett-
Aaron Rodgers to pan out, you have to go get him a different target other than Garrett Wilson and then all his old wide
boys.
receivers
Running
from the Packers. Can't keep doing that. So I'm gonna go Brock Bowers, best player available. I mean, that just makes sense. That's a job saver. You don't pass on Brock Bowers to take a defensive line. You lose a defensive line already. It's like you can replace them with the other defensive line. It's plenty of defensive line in free agency. There's nobody else in free agency you can replace to get another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. Personally, for me. Now you're on the board, Skyler.
Oh, I'm on the board. All right.
This is where it gets interesting because
Yeah.
the Vikings need about every
I was gonna say, they need a
single
lot.
thing.
They need a lot for sure.
That like a damn depth chart. Them needs.
It's just
God
terrible.
damn.
They need quarterback,
Honestly-
running back, fucking the whole offensive line damn near.
I think for them, after his combine, I think he also had a really good combine. I liked it. I'm gonna go for them, Byron Murphy.
That's where
I
have
think he
him,
could
too.
be a game changer for them. They could use it. I think
Ain't the other Byron Murphy on 18? Yeah, I already know.
if they don't.
Social
think
media.
so.
Social media
Technically, if you think
upgrade.
about it, Byron Murphy the first, Byron Murphy the
Oh,
second.
yeah.
They got-
mean,
they
social
got
media
mad
team gonna
jersey
go crazy.
issues, man.
Social
Byron
media
Murphy
gonna
gotta wear
go
number
crazy.
8.
Murphy here?
Yeah, if they don't trade out of this pick, and that's how the board looks, I think Byron Murphy would be a good fit for them there.
Denver Broncos. Now these needs are going to change. Obviously, he needs to get updated.
Yeah.
They need everything now for sure. They're literally losing almost everything. They're cutting everybody. Demond, you're on the clock. There is no quarterback. I feel like that should go in this range. So we're looking at probably a corner, edge.
You don't think Bonus should go here?
That's what I said.
That's just me though. I mean, they
Scroll down a
stick
little
it.
bit more.
He ran the 4.28.
But then he
Nate
pulled a
Wiggins.
groin immediately.
But pulled his groin immediately. which
Was
is
it his
very,
groin?
very bad.
That's so funny.
It was like
He said he heard something pop in his groin, but I'm not sure if they
I think
confirmed
it's
it.
a groin or like a hip flexor or something.
I think they're gonna take a corner here.
No.
Start to run on corners damn near.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the Broncos.
They already
See,
took a
because I
white
thought
dude last
J.J.
year, so don't
McCarthy,
do that
like
again.
in my opinion, J.J. McCarthy gonna go around this
Would've went
range.
here, that's
so.
That's where I had him initially, and then after the combine, his stock just.
They're just talking about him way
They
too
talking
crazy
about
to
he's
think
he's the
about.
top quarterback that performed. So I mean, like
They could go edge too, cause I don't know any of their pass rushers.
They lost them all. Their best, they lost their best one off some technicality. With
they
Randy
probably-
Gregory shit, that shit was like weird.
I can see them being.
I forgot they had Gregory.
He might go.
He got
Ver-
traded.
I go verse.
A
I
verse?
say they take
I like Verse.
I think
Verse
it's
is pretty
That's
good.
my number one, Reg.
I like him.
Reg. My fault.
Fuck you, dude.
My fault. Yeah.
Alright.
You on the clock, Dave? Pick
I do
13.
have them going corner, because their only good corner is a slot.
They said Marcus Peters got cut one.
Yeah,
so-
I forget who they're. I mean, all they did get Jack Jones.
Yeah, that was huge for him, obviously.
And they have the other dude too. I just can't think of his name. Hobbs or something like that.
Nate, yeah.
Yeah, so
Hobbs.
they don't need a slot corner then. I do like Quinion Mitchell, but I don't think
Quinion
they're
Mitchell
gonna go
performed
with
great.
him. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
probably
you're
my
gonna get
favorite
40.
corner. I just don't know. Can you scroll a bit?
Yeah, I got with you.
I don't really need a tackle either. Shit.
They're in a weird situation where they needed like a top guy.
Yeah, and they don't have anybody
Yeah,
there.
they needed like a top quarterback kind of thing.
So I can see them being another team that trades up for
Yeah,
JJ.
everybody's in that. Everybody wants JJ right now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have them say screw it and just keep beefing up that defense since their coach is, I guess, kind of like a defensive guy. I'll give him Quinion Mitchell.
Quinn Mitchell,
Yeah.
fast as shit. That's the kind of guy they take. I'll be honest. That's the kind of guy that
They
they
can
would
use it
take.
for playing in that division too. They're going to
Yeah,
get
Dude,
some
that's what I was
receivers.
thinking too. Anything if that.
If they're gonna run Jack Jones on one side, then have Quinion Mitchell on the other, and then you still got Hobbs in the
That's what I'm
slot.
saying. They'll be fast as shit. I mean, they got the fastest edge rusher.
I'd say I don't really think they need an edge rusher because I mean you still could develop what's his name, Wilson. Malcolm Kuntz was insane last year. I don't think they expected him to actually be that good.
Max Crosby.
And obviously you still got Crosby.
Max Crosby is the defensive.
Chandler Jones coming back.
I would have gave them a linebacker.
Chandler Jones he's done coming on himself.
He's coming back.
He's done coming.
Chandler
on himself.
Jones is
He's
living
fucking
inside of Larry
asylum,
Fitzgerald's
I
dog.
guess. Freak.
I would have
Freak
gave them
man.
a linebacker, but there's
Freak
no linebackers
man.
deserving to go that high.
Pick 14. Saints are just fucking boring, dude.
I think they got to go tackle.
That's all I'm thinking. I'll take the best tackle available, but they're just
Because
they're boring as
who's
shit,
that one dude they took? Penning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It's
he was horrible.
It's
He got popular because he had that tape at his pro day where he was
He was just
throwing
being
dudes
fucking
around.
rough as fuck.
But,
Like, bro, you're literally
and not
holding
even in
people.
pads.
throwing
And that's
them.
all you're
Literally.
getting called
And
for
that's
in the NFL.
And that's exactly that's all he did. He literally got
I'm gonna go
holding call
best.
after
I'm gonna go
holding
best tackle available, but they're a boring ass
Yeah,
team,
that's a
man.
good pick for 'em.
There's a situation where it's like I don't care what they do. Realistically, they're just not gonna be. They're gonna be in that same spot next year. That's how I look at them. For you, Skylar.
Yeah, this is actually lining up how I think I had in my first mock. For the Colts, I would give them my favorite O lineman in the draft, Powers.
Powers,
center.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're weird.
I like him a lot. I think they could use him, and like they're a team that wants to run the ball and have a
He fell to
beefy
the
O
Browns,
line.
but it's whatever. I'll go. I like him a lot, and then the fact that he could go top 15, I think it might be the highest interior O line I've seen since Quentin Nelson.
I
Dude,
like him.
I'm done. I'm done.
And
picking.
then
I like him
they
a lot.
need him though. They really do need him. So. For you, Damon, Seahawks, very weird team.
See,
Very
that's
weird team.
so it's funny because
You get all the weird teams. I'm not gonna lie. You get all the weird teams.
I had a pass rusher falling to them too, but then all their pass rushers win already.
Dude, Latu.
They need a. Oh yeah, that's true.
I like him.
They got the Dolphins taking him. Like stop.
I think that's why I had
And I
him
know,
in
it's
my
like,
mock.
obviously we obviously know they're probably not gonna go corner. So
They could. Tariq Woolen,
They-
ass.
Willard
they
didn't
fiending do
perform
that-
bad, but he's such a freak of that.
You know, you can't give up on him after 1 year, especially when he had a good rookie year.
I want to go. It's between Newton and Ladu for me. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think they need interior. I don't know. I don't know who their.
I don't know who the interior D.
Yeah,
That's why I want to go.
I can't even think about who else on their D line right now.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm blanking.
Damn, who is on a D line?
This is a horrible
I
pick.
don't know.
I'm trying to think of who on a D line.
I think they drafted one last year.
In a second, I think.
Damn.
It was one of the Denver picks.
1 second. I could look it up real quick, but I don't really see the Seahawks like needing anybody here. That's why it's like best player available is Cooper DeJean. So like you would think
They could just be a team that trades back.
they're in a trade back spot for sure.
Yeah.
If you want somebody like that, I mean,
Yeah.
you really don't see cornerbacks getting traded up for. That's the only issue.
Yeah, that's true.
But for the Seahawks in the second round, they went Derek Hall, outside
Yeah.
linebacker.
Oh, so that's okay. So then I'll go. Newton
They're a
now.
3-4 team, so that's probably a pass rusher.
Yeah.
I'll go Newton now.
Jerzon.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck on a D
Yeah,
line.
they're in a situation where it's like you really just pick who the best player is. I mean, it's
That's what
obviously the board. Like we don't know much anything.
Wait, is it
this board, it is up to you. But we
This is
don't
actually funny because this is exactly where I had Cooper DeJean going to my last one, to the Jags.
know. And I see that because
I
don't have to have a cornerback that stands out to me.
No, they don't.
No.
It's like they got like Darius Williams.
No, they just cut him.
Oh, they cut him. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Look who you got to go against now. You got to go against Nico Collins, who's look like he's gonna be a All-Pro soon. You got
Tank Dell
Go
Tank
blue.
Dell. You got Pittman
and
so-
Josh Downs.
Oh my
And
God.
Alec Pierce.
All right.
Come
So
on.
we just naming players. And then you go have Malik Neighbors. That's what in our draft they have Malik Neighbors. So I mean the Jags
And Treylon Burks.
It's time to naming players again. It's like but he's first round, so it's like, and I still believe in him, so I can't really say that.
I like Cooper DeJean. I kind of wish he would have tested at the combine.
It sucks that he didn't.
Yeah, because I would have liked to see what his athleticism looked like. Because he was mainly a slot guy
Yeah.
at Iowa, so it's like taking a slot corner top 16.
Yeah, like dude, that's.
I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about Nate Wiggins. But
That's what I'm saying. Like Nate Wiggins also. So it's like, it's kind of like.
But I do think Cooper DeJean at that point. I think the Jags, because of their needs, you just got to go best player available at that point. So
I got more AFC East breaking news.
Oh.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
now we're really just
The
naming
Patriots.
players, bro.
Re-signed Alex Austin,
Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
cornerback that played because J.C. Jackson took time off.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Let's go, man.
Next up, Bengals at 18. I can ruin a whole franchise right now.
Please,
I can literally ruin a whole franchise
please.
right now.
I'm begging you to ruin them.
But I'm looking at the Bengals as a team where it's like, I think they wanted like a Brock Bowers to fall to them, which there is a chance that Brock Bowers could
He could definitely be in that range
fall to
pretty
them.
easily.
He said he could be in that 15-18 range.
I'd be
That's
so
the coach
fucking
of the
mad,
Bengals.
dude.
Don't think that's gonna happen. So I'll take the best off the tackle on the board. They need it. Unfortunately, this is a boring pick. I had two back-to-back, I think, tackles, which sucks. But the Bengals are just one of those teams that's like, they just got to get healthy. It's not more or less like they need a lot. They just got to get healthy. And I think they were, like, rumored to want Noah Fant. Don't know why.
Maybe they'd actually use him.
They said maybe he turns out, but we also thought Irv Smith would turn out for them.
That's true.
So, we also thought
also
Eddie
thought-
Bosson was going to turn
We're
out.
still waiting on the elephant.
That Thaddeus Moss says.
that was my
I
God.
thought he was supposed to be that guy. He was so good at LSU.
His
though.
last name though. His last name.
Last name carries.
But next up, got Skyler. Rams, pretty interesting team.
Yeah, I can see them. If this is how it shapes up, I can see them going tackle or cornerback here. Personally, I'm gonna give them a corner. I think they could use that a lot. So I think I'm gonna. This is where I'll have Nate Wiggins go to the Rams here.
Yeah, that's the kind of player that they would take. To
Yeah.
I feel like Nate Wiggins. I think
Fast as shit.
I had him in
They
mind. I
could
think
use
I had him going to the Colts. It's just something about him. I don't know what it is, bro. He's
Looks like
like
a
a cult, bro. I don't know what it is.
And they're losing Kenny Moore.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
so
they
he
could use
replaces
them.
their
as
kind
of
guards.
player,
Yeah,
man.
there's good receivers they got guard in that division. So I mean, I would probably prioritize getting a corner.
I don't blame you for giving them a tackle.
Yeah, it's
I
like a
don't know
chance
who
you'll
they're-
say you got Marvin Harrison. I mean, he wouldn't be seeing Marvin Harrison, but
And then you
yeah,
have
that's a
IU,
slot, but
Debo,
you got plenty of
DK,
guys.
JSN, Lockett. Like, you got all those
you
receivers.
got plenty of guys that you could cover still. I mean, you could change the course of the Kai career here.
I feel like the Steelers the type of nigga like they got George Pickens on their team. They want a nigga named Kool-Aid on their team. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm stop. I'm gonna go.
That was a crazy wordplay because George Pickens is not a crazy name.
No, it's not at all. Like what?
Like
I have Kool-Aid going somewhere that they like cool names at, but it wasn't the Steelers.
I'm gonna go.
Was it the Steelers? Oh shit!
Oh, like, I feel like they're the type of team to pick that nigga right there.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna go.
Shit.
I think they're gonna take corner. Scroll back up real quick. I think it was two corners at the top.
I don't know, man. The Steelers love them some
Arnold,
athletic
and
freaks
then
at
I
linebacker.
took a little bit. Let's say he just took one, so Arnold, and then I think Kool-Aid is. Right
I think Terry and Arnold is the best available.
Yeah. So if you wanted to take a corner, I can show you the corners. But
I like TJ Tampa too, though.
I'm gonna go Arnold. I ain't gonna. I mean,
yeah, they're a team where, I mean, if they don't
Patrick
need
Peterson
a lot.
can't be your cornerback too, man.
Yeah, they don't need a lot. They just need to get that vet in. Like if they want to get Russ, I mean that solves the need. Obviously,
I just like they're such a team. They love athletic freaks at linebacker, man. Peyton Wilson would have been a Steeler right there.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
like, I was hoping you didn't say it because I didn't want to be like, Peyton Wilson is their pick, but I'm cool with him falling to the Browns. Cool with him falling to the Browns. Okay, I got you, Dave. Hold on. Quarterback.
Oh, Nitz. He fits right in the system.
Michael Penix. We already got left keys.
Whenever
We're
ready
built
to
for
press it.
it.
It's your picks.
It's
When you want me
like,
to
you
press
know
it?
what I'm saying?
It's gotta be one of those two, though.
We want me to press it? I'll press it.
It's unfortunate because I thought that Powers Johnson was going to get to us.
No, sir.
You don't get to win in life everywhere. Dude.
I know a lot of mock drafts have to take in a pass rusher, and I can't say I blame them after we lost both of ours last year to pretty serious injuries. And I like Latu. I talked about him during the college season, how much I liked him.
Yeah, you were talking about him a lot.
I wouldn't be mad about it, but when you got Teron Armstead talking about retirement,
Yeah, but I was about to ask, did he make a decision yet?
he's
or-
gonna play.
He been rapping and shit.
You know, play?
He's such
He
a
already
weirdo,
got his career.
I know they like gave him a deadline, like you got to decide.
Yeah,
like,
he decided he's gonna play again, but it's like it's just so
but
weird.
how many games, you know?
Right? How many games are you gonna be healthy for?
Hey.
Like, is Kendall Lamb really our left tackle? You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably would say that we take offensive line. I'd like Latham.
I'd like Latham for you.
Yeah, I think Latham makes the most sense. between him and Latu, I would say those two. But I'd probably have them taking Latham.
If I'm Armstead, I really would just retire at this point.
It's just so stupid. You got your bag. Just go away.
I'm about to say that's the thing. He don't want to give up no more money, but like, dude, you literally can't play on the field. Like,
Dude gets hurt every 3 games. And it's so funny because when he's on there, he's like, damn, like this is such a good play.
He's amazing.
Watch. Like I can't believe Tua has good protection right now, and then he goes and gets hurt. He
Like,
gets hurt in the most random ways, bro. He got hurt in the Commanders game because he got rolled up. Like get your big ass out there.
he is amazing. Like Tua plays so much better with him there, but then you get him out there.
He's just never out there.
Yeah.
Like it's only so much you could do.
For me, Eagles. Like I said, Eagles were one of the teams that it's like cool names and shit, so they're gonna take a cool name guy. But if Peyton Wilson falls to them, there's no way in hell I think they don't take him. They need a linebacker so bad on this team. It's crazy. And I feel like there's a chance they can even trade back and still get him. At least back into the second
They say
round.
Eagle needs his wide receiver first.
Yes, only because their wide receiver 3 produced 0. Like Quez Watkins didn't produce nothing. Julio had to bring Julio Jones. He didn't produce nothing. That's how they look.
I definitely don't see the like.
And they don't run 12 personnel. They run a lot of 11s. That's why I look. That's really what they're basically saying. Like their way their offense is up is that they need 3 wide receivers out there, but they don't have 3 wide receivers that are capable of being out there.
Because Watkins is a bad luck.
But this free agency class, I can see them going to get obviously like a lower tier guy, just to throw out there, obviously. But we'll see how that goes. But Peyton Wilson, I feel like the linebacker is more of a need than wide receiver and DB. But that's really a steal for them. I feel like. I mean, that's an athletic freak.
I'm kind of mad you took him there. I was gonna send him to the Texans.
I mean. The Texans get him is pretty good, but I don't think the Texans need linebacker as much as they say.
Yeah,
and they don't need tight ends. They just locked up Schultz.
Yeah, they just locked up Schultz. So
And
they don't need wide receiver.
I don't think their wide receiver is
I
terrible.
think they're bringing back Noah Brown.
I'm about to say that Noah Brown can fit a good complementary role.
And I like the linebackers for the Texans. I mean, Cashman overperformed. Christian Harris was good.
Cashman
Maybe
played really
needs just
good.
suck. I don't know. Like I don't think they need defensive line
about to say,
either.
Texans
Like, I
are
think their defensive line
was it Grenard a free
I'm
agent?
about to say, they're a pretty solid
maybe,
team.
but I know that their defensive line played pretty good at the end of the season.
Yeah. I think their defense played really good on the season. So honestly, I'm almost looking at this as like a luxury pick for the Texans.
I know who I would get, bro. I'm not.
So honestly, yeah, I'm gonna treat this as a full luxury pick for them, and I'm gonna just add more wealth to CJ Stroud. I'm gonna give them Brian Thomas.
I knew you would do
I had
that.
him taking them in there.
Yeah,
I knew you would do that.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Their secondary would be crazy if they put Tyler Nubin next.
I was
to
looking at him too.
next to Petrie, dude. I'd be so
I was
mad.
that's why I'm like, this is
no-fly
such a
zone,
this
son.
is such a
But
luxury
Jimmy Ward
pick.
was.
He wasn't bad. But he's old though.
Yeah, so Jimmy Ward's getting
Like,
old.
this
He
is
was
such
a
a
guy that
luxury
they
pick.
wanted very, very badly. So that's what I wish with that. For you,
Cowboys.
finally a fun pick. I feel like.
Yeah, this is the fun. You can do a lot with this pick. Did you see what the
It's
Cowboys
gonna
did
be
to Michael
kinda
Parsons the
boring.
other day?
No,
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they tagged him as a D
lineman instead of a linebacker to save $3 million.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he probably agreed
Yeah.
to that. Obviously,
I was-
because
Yeah, but they said he could.
he
they
was
also said
all
he could,
pro
what's it
for
called?
technically D line.
I'm about to say with how much he pass rushed, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But they said something like he could
I
file a
would've went-
grievance.
My thing is, I think Tyron Smith is leaving the team, so
I feel like he's
Yeah.
going back, but he is a free agent.
he's a free agent. So
And he is 33.
I got them going receiver here to because their wide receiver too. I mean, Brandon
I was
Cooks.
saying I feel like they
Like,
couldn't get Brian Thomas Jr. They would take the next best guy.
Yeah, you need another receiver. I feel like over there with Lamb to really produce.
I feel like they can sign because I don't know if Tyron Smith is gonna come back. I mean, it's the Cowboys, but I think they fuck around, go get a wide receiver. So I'm gonna just take the best tackle available. I'm gonna take Troy. I'll take Troy.
Yeah, they're the type of team that either take the best player available or they'll just keep stacking up on guys like no nonstop. Like when they took Mozzie Smith last year, I was like, why the fuck they take Mozzie Smith?
Had no reason to
And
take
no
him.
business taking him, but they just took him just to like add to their wealth, basically.
Dude, they drafted like 4 Michigan players last year. They were
They took Hendershot too, didn't they? Or Shoemaker?
Shoemaker.
Yeah, took a lot of them.
Shoemaker, tight end 1 over there, right?
He has to be.
Ask Chris.
Has to be,
I
bro.
got Shoemaker. That's what I was told. That's why I don't want.
Bullied him with the drop it over.
Then that ends up dropping him. Whatever, Damian, pick 25. You got the Packers here.
It's another boring pick.
One of the most interesting teams. He has power over you now.
Yeah,
That's his
He
pick.
get the Bills pick now.
So you want to know the thing is because I feel like the Packers they need a tackle because David Bakhtiari is dead. I don't know where he's at. Don't know where he's been
I haven't
at.
seen him I feel like I haven't seen him do anything productive since like 2021.
Yeah, I don't think he played
seriously.
like 3
And
years.
I think that they like those guys that can play anywhere on the line, and that's what Graham Barton is to me.
Yes.
So
Go
I got them taking Graham Barton.
Martin was my guy there too.
Yo, dude, baby.
Probably get drafted as a guard.
No, seriously. This is an easy pick. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm interested to see how you look at it.
This is how I look at it. They need fucking everything. They are losing so.
Yeah, they're losing. That's what I'm saying. They lost a lot of guys.
Well, they're probably losing both.
They're losing
linebackers.
so many players. I don't have to go running back. I want tight end. I don't think they need any of those.
I don't think they're needed the running back.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know
Or
why
tight
they're
end.
shooting. They're shooting
Why
Rashad White
they
something
have
crazy right now.
I say,
And I think Kate Otten was good
I
too.
was literally about to say Kate Otten produced.
Guard and center. Just don't think you probably take anybody. I mean, you could take Zach Frazier.
I think they have a young center playing back.
But I thought they replaced Ryan Jensen pretty decent from what I've seen, like them how actually playing. So obviously I'm going on the defense side of the ball, but it ain't the position that they listen. I got Tyler Newman there. I ain't gonna lie, but
I think that makes sense if they don't.
if
figure
they
out a
do
way
bring
to
back,
re-sign
if they do not bring back Antoine Winfield, it could be interesting because they could be a team that could.
I thought they franchise tagged him.
They
No.
franchise tagged them. I thought, for now.
Oh, did they?
Was it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him get tagged.
Ooh, good thing I pressed that button. So now I'm looking at it a little bit different now.
Yeah, I think they tagged Winfield, re-signed Evans, and now they're trying to work on Baker. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm looking at it different now.
I had them going Latu because they cut what's his name.
Yeah, that's how. That's
In
like,
my mind, I
they
had,
like realistically they have no linebackers.
Peyton
at all.
slide
No,
into
They have
them.
non-linebackers.
I'm about to say I had Peyton
Yeah.
slide into them.
Yeah.
Because what's his name really hasn't worked out. Like Joe Tryon, Shoyinka or whatever.
Dude, he's
That they took like the year they won the
took
Super
him
Bowl.
on some like, oh, we the new Patriots kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're just gonna take random.
He
random
didn't work
ass
out that good, and then
I love Chop.
I mean, his name kind of cool though.
it is very good.
Yeah, you know, I guess.
I do love Chop. He had a great combine.
Chopping him up, man. I don't know why he falling down in their rankings or whatever.
He ran a 4.46.
Ty Robinson.
Dude,
Up
he had a
there.
great combine.
He's fast
Oh,
as shit,
he is.
dude. They need some identity back on that defense.
I told Jules some of my draft crushes. He said they're all Dolphins. Like,
you're weird.
you know who I am, bro.
Fuck. I got the Bills.
Why are you yelling?
My bad, bro. My fault.
You don't got the Bills. You got the
No,
Cardinals.
No, he has the Bills.
He
I had
has
the Cardinals.
Bills.
He has the Bills.
It's gonna be a good-
He took Gabriel's guy.
Wow.
Because I'm about to make them draft a really good player at this position.
I'm about to say, hey, I ain't
Cardinals
give you
here.
JJ.
I mean, I ain't gonna say what I would do here.
We had them draft what so far, Marvin?
Marvin was their pick. I want
Okay.
just to confirm, just to make sure, saying that you're not taking Lad McConkley from.
I was about to say, I'm
Just to
looking
get
at
him another
Lad,
guy,
man.
but I mean, why not though, right?
I'm looking at Lad. That's my guy. I love Lad. It's a tough one. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stay on the offensive side of the ball. I'm gonna help beef up that O-line some more, protect Murray. I'm gonna give them Mims.
And didn't they move Paris Johnson to guard for now?
I think so.
I think he moved to right guard because
Yeah.
he wasn't
until what's the left tackle? He's older.
DJ Humphries.
Yeah, I think he's older. Pretty sure, but
So
I think he's like 30.
I think you gotta protect Murray,
you have to.
especially when you give him now MHA. We've seen him with a proven ¡1 receiver.
He was
elite.
he's the MVP candidate
Yeah,
at the
he's
time.
elite. So
Until his offensive line sold him.
yeah, give him time to throw the ball.
All the powers in your hand, Demond.
They're
You
gonna-
go
they're
Bo
gonna
Nix
get-
here, change the course of their
Who we
franchise.
getting?
They're going Mitchell at wide receiver, man.
You think
I
on
don't
Donnie
want-
Mitchell?
I don't
Donnie
want them.
Mitchell?
Yeah, I think they're going with him at wide
I ain't
receiver.
mad at it.
Donnie Mitchell.
I would be so goddamn mad, dude.
Whatever, man.
You can't give my favorite wide
That's
receiver.
tough.
I mean,
in
he's
the
not a
draft.
top 5 receiver here for me, but I ain't mad at it at all. I think
Yeah.
he's still really good.
I feel like you just need somebody that's big. You need size.
I just need a receiver.
give me
Lad, bro.
the smallest guy. Fuck it.
Give me, a fucking
Give me
big guy,
Xavier
man.
Worthy.
All right, Dame, your last
Dude,
pick
I,
of the
really,
draft.
I really wouldn't be mad at Worthy.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like,
Let
it's
me
really
get a little
whatever.
scroll action.
So we got the Lions here.
Kool-Aid.
You motherfucker.
Nah, man, they getting Lad.
You motherfucker,
honestly,
dude.
honestly though,
Don't do
I
that.
I do like Kool-Aid, but that foot injury's kind of got me scared. I think they have to go corner. I really like after the combine a guy that moved up and I took him in my Madden draft. The dude from Michigan. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I'm not pronouncing English, so that boy Mike.
Sainer still? I think it is Sainer still.
He is
I
nice.
really liked him. He moved up for me. I know his projection is like 55, so it's like end of the second. I do think he played really well at Michigan.
Quarterbacks
also.
move up and down. It's just all about fit for like,
Yeah,
really,
it really
really
is.
to the T. Like this
You know, he got that Michigan attitude to him. It's another Michigan guy keeping
Go
him in the
blue,
state.
baby.
Staying up and keeping
Yeah,
the state.
so, you
Yeah.
know, I'll give him Mike St.
Pair him back with Aiden.
There you go.
So the Ravens are a team
Interesting.
that needs wide receiver again. Pretty crazy to think about.
Every year we say this shit.
Every year, I mean, Zay Flowers filled one need, but you still need a guy that can
Play behind him.
play behind him. Looking at these guys, man, if Keon Coleman performed better, this would be my pick.
I really don't
I'm
like
gonna
Keon
pick
Coleman all that like that.
it. Even my pick here, but I'm gonna go Lad.
Lad, no, don't put him in the AFC.
Only because he could play everywhere.
Yeah.
So he can move around with Zay
Cause
Flowers.
they got woman beater, Odell
Hey,
Beckham.
he was innocent.
He got
Odell a
off
free agent.
that, I guess.
Nah,
Odell's gone. Rashad Bateman's their wide receiver.
Odell
too.
going
Nelson
home.
Aguilar.
Odell going home to New Orleans.
They re-signed Nelson Aguilar too. They fuck with him.
Yeah, they did.
He's cool.
He catches touchdowns. He gets those red zone
I guess
targets.
we
was
can say
doing that on my
touchdowns.
team.
I mean, two touchdowns. That's an S to the end of that, I guess.
He scored touchdowns.
Well, Lamar only threw 24, so
Yeah,
it's not
true.
we accident. We not expecting him to catch 10 or nothing.
Caught
He
more
don't
than
gotta do nothing crazy.
caught more than Juju. So
Skyler, your last pick of the draft, 49ers, Super runner up probably
I'll
next
say-
year as well.
They don't really need much. I'm gonna throw a little bit.
Yeah, this is where you get pretty interesting because the Brandon Ayuk stuff.
Yeah, you could go receive.
How do we really like our cornerbacks as much as we
You like
think
Chase
we
Young?
do? Do we? It's like Chase Young's gone. I think Chase Young's a free agent. They didn't plan to bring him back anyways. From what I heard.
Do you want to adjust the cornerbacks?
It's the cornerbacks.
Yeah, I think
That, you know who's the
I-
guy that moved up boards a lot is that Rakestraw guy from Iowa too. I think that's his name. Or no, not Iowa, Missouri.
Yeah, I think he went to Missouri.
Kamari Lassiter is probably my favorite corner.
That's
on the
what I
board.
was looking
Lassiter,
at.
yes, I
I like
love
him
Lassiter.
a lot. I think he is a first rounder, and like they could use him. So I'm gonna have Kamari.
It's really crazy, man. Because
I got him. He's one of my top corners in this
shit.
draft.
Oh shit.
So I think this is like basically a steal
Yo,
for them. Right
Chad,
here.
We
is this
set
real?
the whole draft. And last but not least,
I'm going wide receiver corner here.
wide receiver
our
corner,
wide
both.
receiver is available. Gotta scroll down more if you want to see the Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, give him Jamari. Give him Johnny Wilson.
You and Devontae Walker.
I like Devontae Walker though. Only 'cause
I don't.
You want to see that?
You know what? For the
They make it,
culture,
man.
you know, cause my man's Chris won him. I'm gonna go Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
I'm gonna go. Xavier
I think that's what
Worthy.
they do.
I
He-
do too.
If Franklin's on the board, it's interesting.
That's why I say like Franklin's still there. It's either like for me, it's like Franklin and Ladd are like. It depends on how you view.
Do they got the
Yeah.
grades still?
Why the fuck is this right here? Why is this right here, man?
Yo, no way.
What is this?
That's about to make.
I'm not subscribing.
Yo, you gotta
No.
buy to see your who
I
you
gotta buy
drafted.
to see the-
Either
I
that or
gotta
remember.
buy
You gotta remember it, bro.
To see
What?
this,
All right, let's all split it right.
that's all split it. $250 a piece.
Do we get the turbo speed draft?
There we go. You ain't gonna get me. You'll never get me. I'm ungettable. Let me try to zoom out a little bit so we can see the full
Man,
board.
Brock Bauer going 5th, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can't.
Here
let
we
Justin
are.
give me anything.
Caleb, Drake May, Jay Nails round out the top 3. Got Marvin Harrison at 4, Joe O at 5, JJ McCarthy at 6, Malik Neighbors at 7, Dallas Turner at 8, Roman Dunze at 9, Brock Bowers at 10, Byron Murphy at 11, Jay Verse at 12, Quinn Mitchell at 13, Fuega, whatever. It's a cool name for a boring ass team. Jackson Powers Johnson.
You gotta say his name with a fist in the air. That just give me like
Powers Johnson.
Powers.
like-
Yeah.
Powers Johnson.
Like I know he gonna be a Hall of Famer. Jazon Newton to round up the top 16. Then we go into the bottom half of the draft. Cooper DeJean. Not saying his name. Nate Wood.
Olu Fashanu.
Sanu.
Nate Wiggins, Terry Arnold, J.C. Latham. A lot of Alabama guys in this. I feel like, right? We only got 3.
Nah, I think we
no,
only
no,
had
I think
two.
it's 2.
Two.
Oh yeah, because we
Back-to-back.
didn't do
I know 3 because Dallas Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I knew if I was missing a logo, but in there, Peyton Wilson, Brian Thomas Jr. Maybe to the shock of many people, but I like the pick. We got Troy Fatanu, I think that's how you say his name. Graham Barton, Chop Robinson, 26. Got 27. Marius Mims, Donnie Mitchell to the Bills. I hate that. Mike Sinash, what is it?
I think it's Saint still.
Saint Still.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not gonna be a.
I can't even pronounce it.
It's not gonna be a popular name.
Michigan
It's
Mike.
not gonna be a popular
Michigan
name in
Mike.
Detroit
That's
for
his
sure.
name. Michigan Mike.
That's not a
Mike,
popular
that's it.
name.
That's Mike S.
It's Mike Pareto. Lad McConkey. I mean, I said interchangeable with, you know what I'm saying, him and Troy. That was a tough pick. Kamari Lassiter, and then to round it out, Xavier Worthy. This is not going to be the draft at all. Obviously, you know, we can't do the trade-ups and whatnot. I think that would have been really cool to get us all involved in the trades, obviously.
For sure.
That obviously went over probably like 3 hours.
I
Like,
think
yo, throw your 7th in there. Like, why you want my 250th pick? Like, I just want it. You
Me and Madden trying to make the bar move.
know? Trying to get the bar to move. Like, fuck, they don't want to accept this.
Some Madden trades be off. I ain't gonna lie. You could really fleece motherfuckers.
For what we looking at the board, who you guys think got the best value out of everybody. I feel like everybody went about decently, but
Best value.
there's always somebody that falls at least a decent amount. I feel like.
That's a good question. I kind of like, honestly.
I like that Dallas Turner pick for.
I love the Dallas
Atlanta.
Turner pick.
I think Nate Wiggins kind of went low. 19 is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I've seen him as low as 29. I've seen him as low as 29 as well.
I think the same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals somehow fall into Fashanu, who at one point was considered like a top 5 pick.
Yeah, he just tested bad.
Yeah.
So really, it's more or less just like a product of him testing bad. I don't think he goes 18.
Realistically, I don't even think Jerzon Newton or Cooper DeJean go as high as they are in this mock draft.
Yeah, that's the only tough. Yeah, because like the Seahawks is just so weird.
I had the Packers. I had Jerzon falling to the Packers.
That's pretty.
And then the Cardinals getting a tackle and receiver. That's good for them.
Yeah, that's
draft for
optimal.
them.
That's optimal. They win this draft from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that would be a great draft.
The loser of the draft is looking like
shit. The Jets.
Yeah, really see the Jets. I mean, like they're just not. They need a top wide receiver. Like they need one.
Like Brock Bowers is not a bad
good.
person to have at all, but
I
you
feel
just
like-
need so much other shit, and you got a quarterback
Yeah.
that's 40 years old. Just,
You got to capitalize now. Like if somehow Rome got to them at 10, that'd be amazing
I'd
for
be,
them.
dude, stop.
I'd be so mad.
But they would have a huge ass wide receiver group. But it'd be interesting to say you still got like Lazard and shit. Like,
Who doesn't have a pick in the first round?
The Browns.
Browns don't.
Okay, thank you.
And there's another.
There might be another one.
Carolina.
Oh, Carolina.
Browns.
They traded
I think Browns,
And
Carolina.
Houston doesn't. So
No, Houston does. We took Brian Thomas.
Oh no, they do. They
They
do.
took your-
But that wasn't their pick though. That was Houston.
Yeah,
that was the Cardinals
Cleveland's
pick.
pick, yeah.
And then
So yeah, just the Browns and the
Carolina.
Panthers, which is very, very rare to see for a lot of teams. Like we haven't seen the Rams picked in the first round, and
Like,
God
5
knows
years,
how
it feels
long.
like.
shit since 2017.
Well, I said,
Dolphins didn't have a pick last year, obviously. Stuff like that obviously happens, you know. But second round will kick off real nicely for the Panthers because you end up with chance to get Troy Franklin, who I think would fit really nicely there.
they would definitely get a receiver.
Yeah, I think they're no matter what.
I think they go wide receiver like no matter what.
Yeah.
Whoever's available.
It's say like for me,
Like,
I
they
have
should
a lot of
trade
wide
out of
receivers
it.
in that like 23 to like 32 range. Like I have like fucking 6.
it's just that crop. After you get off the first 3,
The fact we only have like 3
like
in
the
that bottom.
4
half is
through
pretty
like 8 are all mad close.
Yeah, dude. That's why like it was hard for me to go lad there. It's like I don't think they'll go lad, but like next time probably I'm thinking like Troy Flank probably just because like just change it up.
Yeah.
Troy Flank is a really good wide receiver too. I feel like I don't think he's gonna lead your wide receiver group. He doesn't have to. He has Zay Flowers next to him and Mark
who I think
Andrews.
really can.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Isaiah Likely too.
Yeah, it depends who you ask. Zay
Bro,
Likely's-
I ain't gonna lie. I was
That's
playing
the-
Madden with Nakai, and he had Isaiah Likely as his tight end. I said, why the fuck you got Scam Likely as your tight end? I did not know who that motherfucker was. Like, I called this nigga Scam Likely. Like,
he's
You called him
okay.
a telephone number.
He is overhyped.
He
bro,
is-
for a
he
backup
overperformed.
tight end.
for
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. I didn't expect him to be as good as he was. He caught a lot of amazing passes, but at the
he-
same time, I didn't
well,
think he demanded as many targets as he
Well,
could
so,
have.
like, he a great athlete, but I mean, he didn't always transfer to being a great player.
Yeah. Well, that wraps things up with this mock draft. Thank you guys for joining us for the mock draft. I mean, that was
2 through 4, man, could haunt me.
Brian Thomas at Houston would be so crazy.
I'll be pissed.
But like that's really a luxury pick for them. I can see them doing it for real.
I think
They
he need
don't
to
have to do
fall
much.
to
They have a lot of cap space.
he need to fall
So
to
they
the
don't have to
34th
go.
pick, man. Or no, 35th pick. He need to
Not
fall there.
34th for Washington.
He need to
He
fall
need
to
to-
35th pick.
he
I
need to
mean,
fall
him and
28.
Jaden Daniels.
If he default to 28, that'd be nice.
I know that's what you
Honestly,
want.
it's really funny because the first 3 picks of the second round could easily be wide receiver too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All 3 teams
Three
that
straight
are
wide
right there
receivers, I
could be
see.
wide receivers.
So I like Roman Wilson, Xavier Leggett, nice.
I know a lot of people like Leggett.
I like
Say it
Leggett.
And then
again,
like
man.
they say
Leggett's
Jalen
a little
McMillan
scary
is
too,
like a
though.
guy that's been really
McMillan
going
good.
up.
Really?
Yeah, he's been really going up for a lot of people.
Yeah, Leggett is just scary. 'cause
McMillan,
he-
is
he
that
didn't-
from?
He didn't
He's
break
from
out.
Washington too.
Washington.
break
Washington
out
has so many
until he
fucking
was
guys,
older.
dude. I didn't realize they had that many NFL ready guys. I got 3 of them.
Yeah, man.
Pretty nuts.
If I'm a wide receiver and I don't get drafted first round, I'm pulling out to the 3rd, man. I can't go 35. If I value my career, I want a long NFL career. Don't go 35.
You shaking in your boots.
Have Sauce Gardner guarding you week 1.
I'm going back to college.
Like,
Jalen Ramsey next week.
Suddenly, I don't want to go to the NFL.
Patrick
Actually,
Surtain.
I
week
value
3.
my education a little bit too much. I'm gonna go back.
I'd be so mad, bro. Imagine being a rookie wide receiver. You got to line up against Sauce week 1, and then 3 weeks later you got to line up against Jalen Ramsey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
What the
bro.
hell?
You also got to line up against DeMar Hamlin and Teron Johnson.
Teron Johnson, yeah, say Teron Johnson.
He got
Yeah.
vacant as quarterback one. Like
Taylor Rapp chasing you down. He got 83 speed.
But he gonna kill you though. If he hits you, like you better watch out.
It's just if he catches you.
Probably won't. Well, thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys next week. We're doing the Invincible. We're doing Invincible, right?
isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be next Thursday night.
Invincibles, second half of the season. Obviously, we can't wait. Damien's going to see Dune 2, so we'll probably talk about that a little bit. Mainly him, obviously. I don't know if I'll be able to see it, but we'll talk about that a little bit. And that should probably do it for us today. See you guys next week.